Yo, what is going on, everybody? So welcome to another edition of the My Philadelphia Phillies live play-by-play here live on the Phillies Sports Talk Podcast YouTube channel, or if you're watching from Facebook, greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in from YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. I'm also live on my Twitter account. If you have not followed all my social media, which is linked down below in the description down below. But yeah, so we're still in like the pregame ceremonies between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Colorado Rockies. But yeah, I mean, so far, I mean, the kind of go over a few things. Obviously, Phillies dropping game one, which is kind of annoying because the first four games that the Phillies have started out, they were 3-1 in the first four games, but the last seven they were 1-6. So basically, they're going to be coming in right now, sitting at last in the NL East, which is unfortunate. So basically, kind of my biggest number one key is for the bats to wake up, because Colorado is a hitter-friendly ballpark. I think a lot of people would understand, Colorado is just one of those places where a lot of your numbers will just inflate because it's like, high altitude, the ball will fly, in that kind of ballpark. But yes, I mean, so far the Phillies need to wake up the bats. The pitching staff needs to turn it around, because we had the sixth worst ERA in baseball. Yeah, it's just kind of not going our way for us a little bit. So it is what it is. Just how you want to take that as you will. I do appreciate the new viewer tuning in from Facebook. Greatly appreciate that. So should be getting started very soon, the next couple of minutes. So just bear with me. Right now, have my phone right here set up on the tripod over here. I kind of fix where my camera is, because again, trying to get this damn. Okay. There we go. Sorry, I just had to readjust my camera. Yo, what's good, everybody? What is good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Appreciate you guys tuning in. So right now it is 78 degrees in Colorado, which is not. I'm not surprised if it's. So Segura is going to be leading off for the Phillies. So for the lineup, you got Segura leading off, playing second. Rhys Hoskins batting second as the first baseman. Harper batting third as DH. Castellanos batting fourth. Realmuto batting fifth. Schwarber sixth. Bohm seventh. Didi eighth. And Matt Bierling batting ninth. Can't really. And then we got Kyle Freeland on the mound for the Colorado Rockies.
Yes, he sure did. Signed a 5-year extension worth $85 million.
Yeah, greatly appreciate for those who are tuning in. I appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. All right, but yeah, huge shout out to the two viewers tuning in. Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? So far for Segura, 292 average so far for Segura, which is not unusual for Segura. Let's be honest. Sometimes he's been a consistent like 290 plus hitter throughout his entire career. So here we go. And the first pitch from Freeland to Segura is in there for a cold strike at 90 miles an hour on that sinker. So now it's no balls and one strike on to Gene Segura. And here comes the 0-1 pitch from Freeland. He kicks and deals and just swings it, fouls it off. For strike two for Gene Segura. Hey, huge shout out to those who are tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. And the 0-2 pitch. And swing and a miss, strike three. No, because I'm still. I might try to get it. Either get it sometime this weekend or maybe next week. So that's one way here in the top of the first. On the first strikeout from Kyle Freeland. But yeah, so all of that is just my hair just patted down because I wore a hat to most of the day today. And here comes the first pitch to Hoskins. Is outside for ball one. And the 0-1 pitch and the 1-0 pitch misses downstairs for ball two to Rhys Hoskins. Yeah, ain't that the truth? So Hoskins already ahead in the count with 2 balls and 2 strikes, or two, and that misses for ball three. So now it's a 3-0 count to Rhys Hoskins. Hey, huge shout out to 3 viewers tuning in. Greatly appreciate that. And the 3-0 pitch is in there for a called strike since Hoskins was taken all the way. And the 3-1 pitch to Hoskins and swings and fouls it back for strike two. Counts out 3 balls and 2 strikes to Rhys Hoskins. Saw the changeup there. He actually throws the changeup fairly hard. You're supposed to throw the changeup about 10 miles an hour slower than your fastball, and that's an 87-mile-an-hour changeup, and he left it in the middle of the plate. And here comes the 3-2 pitch from Freeland. And that's hit to deep center. Center field on the run. He can't make the catch. The center fielder crashes into the wall, and that looks like a... And Hoskins trying for third. And that is a 3-bagger for Rhys Hoskins to get the game started off with 1 man down, runner on third. Can't start better than that. Yeah, pretty aggressive base running by Rhys there. Did a really nice job of staying through the middle of the field right here and drives this ball. Yeah, the ROA in Denver. Actually, it's a good thing that the relay came to the right side of the cutoff man because he had to spin the opposite way, and it made it very difficult for him to be able to put a lot on the throw. Fortunately, he slides in safely. It's his first triple since 2019. So the first triple for Hoskins in about 3 years. Holy Christ. Now we got Harper up. And the first pitch to Harper swings and misses for strike one.
Today reached 10 years of service time officially.
Yeah, that's a pretty special moment as a major leaguer. I'm sure he's probably not thinking about it because he thinks he's probably played another 10 or 12. But to be in the major leagues for 10 years, I mean, the guy's only 29 years old.
And the 0-1 pitch to Harper. And that's poked, and that's going to drop for a base hit. So that's a Phillies take a 1-0 lead here against Kyle Freeland and the Colorado Rockies. So we got Harper finally getting us on the board with one man gone here. Yes, sir. And look, the fact that the Rockies are 7-3, it's impressive to say the least, but overall, I do think it is still too early to tell because usually, give it, say, 15, 20 games. Yeah, it's still early in the game, though. So we still got one out here in the top of the first. So now we've got Nick Castellanos coming up with Harper right on first.
Castellanos is 1 for 2 with a home run against Freeland.
And the first pitch to Castellanos and swings it, fouls it back for strike one. See, and like I said too in part of my pregame show is just try to wake up the bats. But so far, 293, 2 home runs and 6 RBIs for Castellanos in 11 games. Not too shabby to start off in his first year as a Philly for Nick Castellanos. And the 0-1 pitch, it misses outside for ball one. Counts now 1 ball and 1 strike to Nick Castellanos.
Castellanos 5 for 18 on this road trip. Career hits here at Coors Field.
And Freeland, he kicks and deals the 1-1 pitch. Misses upstairs for ball 2 to Castellanos. Hey, yep. Counts out 2 balls and 1 strike on Nick Castellanos. And Freeland throws over to keep Harper close at first.
Tom, one of the cool things I just saw just before Castellanos came to the plate is Reese Hoskins coming in and basically talking to Real Muto about what kind of pitches he has. And that's what a teammate's all about. I love that discussion.
And the 2-1 pitch misses upstairs for ball 3. Now 3-1 on Nick Castellanos from Kyle Freeland, who has thrown so far 15 pitches here in the top of the first. So the Phillies are kind of making them work.
The umpire made the wrong call on a pitch. That's what it's about, and I think these are the things that are going to translate into a cohesive group, and that's a really good sign.
Yeah, and he stopped. You mentioned Castellanos. He stopped the Castellanos.
And the 3-1 pitch. Ooh, took a nice healthy hack and fouls it back for strike 2. So now counts down 3 balls and 2 strikes on Nicholas Castellanos. Yep, got JT on deck after Hoskins was kind of giving a little bit of a conversation of the pitches of what Freeland has. Because some guys have good numbers against him, some have bad numbers. And the 3-2 pitch.
Ball's grounded out toward third, backhanded by McMahon to second for 1 drops.
And that's dropped on the transfer.
I don't know about that. I'm not sure that he had real possession of that ball, and I know that I think that this is something they can actually check.
They can. In fact, Rob Thompson's on the phone right now.
I really don't think he had possession of this ball. No, he did not. That ball popped out pretty quickly.
Well, they've decided not to look at it.
Oh, come on now, man. You got to at least look at that.
That surprises me a little bit.
Unless there's some
kind of rule.
Exactly. Unless there's some ambiguity in the exchange rule.
So that's 2 outs here at the top of the first. So now we got JT.
All right, so 2 outs, runner
And the first pitch to JT misses inside for ball one on a nice 81-mile-an-hour curveball from Kyle Freeland. But yeah, huge shout out to the two viewers still sticking with me. I greatly appreciate it. And the 1-0 pitch to Real Muto and chops it to the. And that is to the middle of the first we go. So Phillies end their half of the inning with 1 run on 3 hits. Hey, cheers, Steve. Wait, huge shout out to 3 people coming in. Greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate it. Obviously, not dealing with the boring commercial break at the moment. But yeah, so the Phillies end their half of the. I appreciate it. Greatly appreciate that. Okay. Yeah, huge shout out to 3 people coming in. Coming from YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Greatly appreciate that as well. Still going to a boring. Interesting. Now,
I was talking to Joe Girardi prior to that, and Kevin Long before.
So now for the Rockies, batting for the lineup. So we got Connor Joe leading on, Charlie Blackmon batting second, Chris Bryant batting third, CJ Cron batting fourth, Ryan McMahon batting fifth, Brendan Rodgers batting sixth, Randy Grichuk batting seventh, Elias Diaz eighth, and Jose Iglesias batting ninth. Yeah, it's surprising. It's surprising. It's actually because when I'm thinking of the Colorado Rockies, I'm thinking like it's like super cold in Denver, but it's actually a nice 78 degrees in Denver, which is crazy to see.
Strikeouts, and I think that's not necessarily how he typically works because he's more of an innings eater than anything else. I think over the course of his career, we'll take the strikeouts. He had a little bit of a stinker his last time out. But you know what? I think he'll bounce back, and he's pitched quite well. The one time he pitched against the Rockies here in Coors Field, he got
and we got Gibson going to deliver the first pitch to Connor Joe, and he swings and chops it on the ground, and it's a short, and that is out number 1. Nice play by D.D. Gregorius to make the first out. 1 pitch, 1 away here in the bottom half of the first.
Charlie Blackmon's coming out last night. Unfortunately, he provided the game with its giant home run
Yeah,
play.
exactly. Something that, we have, let's be real, we've been struggling to do so. We've been struggling to do so. And that's the thing, too. It's like we struggle. We have horrible numbers at Coors Field. From what I don't know if everybody saw the graphic when they turned the game on. We just had, we're just terrible here at Coors Field. Ah, okay.
Last night the home run was 453 feet.
And the first pitch to Blackmon is in there for a call strike from Kyle Gibson. So no balls, 1 strike to Charlie Blackmon. Jesus Christ, that's surprising. I'm surprised how long he's been in the league. And Gibson delivers the 0-1 pitch. And Blackmon fouls it back for strike 2.
Gibson will throw the entire kitchen sink at you. He's got every single pitch in the arsenal, but I think what you're going to see from him is a lot of cutters and sinkers that try to keep the ball on the ground. He made 1 mistake with his breaking ball against Miami, and he kind of paid for it. It was a home run, long home run to left. I think he's going to.
And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Misses just a bit outside for ball one.
That almost came back to the outside corner. It was close, but it was off the plate, and it's 1-2. Blackman 7 for 33 so far this season.
And the 1-2 pitch. And Blackman swings it to left, and Schwarber makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 away here in the bottom of the first for Kyle Gibson.
StatCast powered by Google Cloud gives us a look at what
now they're showing StatCast 3D of
just slightly the cutter.
Of the different pitches Kyle Gibson has thrown so far to start the season.
You know, his breaking ball doesn't throw too much of, and I think that would be an ill-advised. That curveball would be an ill-advised pitch, especially here
And the first pitch to Chris Bryant is in there for a cold strike.
He delivers a sinker for a strike. It's 0-1. I gotta say, just getting a chance to know Kyle a little bit more and thinking about his career, he has had a tremendous influence on some of the other pitchers in the clubhouse.
And the 0-1 pitch, and Bryant chops it foul for strike 2. Not gonna lie, it's kind of weird seeing Bryant in a different uniform, but it is what it is, though. So far, 7 total pitches thrown by Kyle Gibson so far. So we've got the 2 Kyles going at it. I know the thumbnail. Well, I actually have my green screen, but if you looked at the background on the stream, I know it has Nola and Chad Cool. Oh, that's going to be interesting.
Balls at 2 strikes.
And misses inside for ball 1 to Chris Bryant.
So that's where he.
Nah, I would not advise about that. I was like, keep it on the corners or out of the zone. Because if you miss in the zone, a lot of hitters will make you pay for it. Because trust me, you don't want to do that. And good location for that cutter, but Bryant chops a foul. Hey, you shout out to 3 people tuning into the stream. Greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate it. For some, I'm not saying late night, but like some almost late night MLB action between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Colorado Rockies. And the 1-2 pitch and swing and a miss, strike 3. So that's the first strikeout for Kyle Gibson, and that is the end of the first inning. So an easy 1-2-3 inning for Kyle Gibson. Yes, sir. Hey, huge shout out to three people tuning in, 2 from YouTube, 1 from Twitch. Greatly appreciate that. Definitely like, share, and subscribe. If you guys are new, definitely share this out. I greatly appreciate that. Trying to get more people to come in. All right. Yeah, I know it's for those who are coming in, because obviously I'm using it on the restream because I feel like for me, well, because also like I said, and I think my previous live play, I both use StreamYard and restream, but obviously since I want to do my own thing, even though I'm still part of the Spotlight Sports Network, but I keep my own content off to the side, away from like other shows that we have on the network. I return to restream and having like the chat bar to like also this side where my hand is easier to read, instead of having pulling it up on the just having it up on screen, because it's kind of one of my biggest problems a little bit at times. Plus, it's easier to do my own production while I'm also reading your comments as well. So to the top of the second we go. And we got Schwarber in the first pitch. Schwarber is in there for a cold strike. So now with no balls and 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. Oh, pardon me.
brief time against Kyle Freeland.
And the 0-1 pitch. Swings and misses for strike 2.
Baseball's batting average on balls in play is .406, which is the 6th highest in Major League Baseball. That's a high number.
I guess some people would say he's not very lucky, but that's still a very high number.
And timeout has been called.
Batting average against coming in is .350.
Not fooling too many people.
And the 0-2 to Schwarber.
And the 0-2 pitch. Misses just about outside for ball 1.
My good friend Jim Salisbury reminds me that we actually drafted, when I was a GM, we drafted
Yes,
Kyle
you
Field
did. Yes, you did.
out of high school.
And the 1-2 pitch. And Schwarber holds up for ball 2. So now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Kyle Schwarber so far in this at bat. Huge shout out to the three viewers tuning in. Greatly appreciate that. If you come either from Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, or if you have not followed my Twitter, all that's linked down below in the description. And that misses inside for ball 3 to Kyle Schwarber.
Pitches that were just off the plate, and that's a good sign that Kyle's kind of eyeballing, because he's been swinging through a lot of those pitches off the plate, and I think that's such an important part of
And we got Alec Boehm on deck.
just a swing that strikes.
And the 3-2 pitch. And Schwarber fouls it all to stay alive in the count. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Timeout has been called.
So you're right. Last pick of the 35th round.
And the 3-2 pitch. And Schwarber chops it foul to stay alive in the count. It's still 3 balls and 2 strikes.
The Rockies drafted him number 1. 8th pick.
And Schwarber still chops it foul.
Out of Evansville.
Yeah, I already got the game up on my phone, actually, my dude.
Well, and he even said that when he was
So the count's still 3 balls and 2 strikes to Kyle Schwarber, who's putting up a good at bat against Kyle Freeland.
Yeah, some guys just aren't ready.
This will be the 9th pitch of the at bat to Schwarber.
And here comes the 3-2 pitch.
It is a line drive foul.
And another foul ball for Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, that was a slower breaking ball that he'll spin up there from time to time. And again, kind of an ill-advised pitch here in Denver. It's a tough place to really spin your breaking ball.
9 pitches that he's thrown, what he has thrown.
And that's another foul ball for Kyle Schwarber.
Remains 3-2.
Schwartz was right on that fastball there, and it's a good sign. He's just taking nice, easy swings. He's seeing the ball, seems to be seeing the ball better, and this alone is
So still 3 ball, 2 strike count.
4 or 5 games.
And the 3-2 pitch.
Swing and a miss.
And swing and a miss, strike 3.
Second strikeout for Freeland. And Alec Boehm is coming up. Tomorrow,
Okay.
the Sixers look to take a commanding 3-0 lead in their first round series against the Toronto Raptors.
So now I got Alec Boehm coming up for the Philadelphia Phillies.
Starting at 7 over on NBC Sports Philadelphia and streaming.
So tomorrow the Sixers play at 8 o'clock tomorrow
Now that is in Toronto.
in Toronto.
We should
I've-
be able to see some of it on the plane ride home. Should be.
Fans get a little double dip. They can see the Phillies in the afternoon.
And the first pitch to Boehm is in there for a cold strike.
1 to Alec Boehm. Boehm hitting .571.
And fouls it back for strike 2.
Kyle Freeland's not going to blow you away. He doesn't throw as hard as he did when he first came to the big leagues, and now he's more of a little bit of a finesse guy, trying to move the ball in and out, up and down.
And that misses downstairs for ball one.
Chase just out of the zone. And it's the teams that can be disciplined and stay in the strike zone and swinging strikes that can have a lot of success with it.
And that misses for ball two. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Alec Bohm, who is bad defensively, but he's a decent hitter. Then we got Didi on deck and the 2-2 pitch, and swing and a miss, strike 3 on Alec Bohm.
Third strikeout.
And just as I said, he's going to try to work the ball in, and then this is a backdoor cutter that actually gets back down to the plate. Very good pitch, and Alec Bohm's punched out.
So we got 2 away here in the top of the second. With the Phillies still up 1-0 with Didi coming up right now. He's batting .286 with 0 home runs and 3 RBIs. Honestly, you're kind of like seeing that out of Didi, who's a career .259 hitter. And excuse me.
That is not a good sign.
They're appealing whether it was a swing or not. And Pat Hoberg says no.
The ball would have probably hit it. I mean, not gone to swing. They would have hit him on
Well, Rob Thompson's kind of going on the phone to kind of look at it.
That is not a good sign at all.
Because Didi
is coming out now. He's contending that was a swing. Pat Hoberg said no. He may have contended it was a foul ball.
Yeah, he runs the fastball in on him, and that was a swing, actually.
Yeah, it looked like Didi swung on it and got hit in the hand in the process.
They didn't call him a swing.
Yeah, they cannot appeal that. They cannot review that.
Yep.
But Black is still out with Paul Emmel, the home plate umpire. And I guess his folks have decided that it was indeed a hit by pitch.
So now they're going to call it a hit by a pitch. Because for me, that is like a 50-50 thing, a 50-50 call.
Paul Emmel, the crew chief. Remember, Paul was in the minor leagues when I was in the minor leagues as an umpire.
Really?
Yeah. They're slowing it down.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it hit his hand.
His left hand, right on the knuckles there.
Oof, you hate to see that.
Or not, I mean, that was up to Pat Hoberg. But definitely hit him in the hand.
Well, let's hope there's no further damage and just getting an owie.
Trust me. Well, I've never gotten hit in the hand, knock on wood, but getting hit. Yeah, trust me, it's not the best thing in the world, especially in cold weather.
Yeah, there sure are.
Yeah, you don't like to see that. So we're getting closer towards the top of the order here for the Phillies with 2 outs here in the top of the second. With a runner on first, we got Matt Fielding who rounds it up at the bottom of the order. Yeah.
All right, so Didi leads off first. And here's Matt Fierling. Fierling hitting 130. He's 3 for 10 on the road trip. A quick step off throw to first.
And a pickoff attempt to keep Didi close.
Upstairs, 1-0.
And the first pitch to Veering is upstairs.
Phillies are averaging 3.9 runs per game, which is 12.
Yikes.
In the National League.
Wait, huge shout out to the 3 viewers tuning in, though. Now here comes Kyle Freeland gets set to deliver the 1-0 pitch to Veering, and the kicks and deals. Misses way outside for ball 2.
Looking inside those numbers a little further, and you talked about them being on that fastball. Well, they're second in batting average on fastballs in the league. 5th in on-base percentage on fastballs. 2nd in OPS on fastballs. Now, totally different story on non-fastballs.
And Verlin fouls it back for strike one.
Reason for it today. He said that he still doesn't think they've seen enough to have their swings adjusted to it yet. Do you agree with that?
That's a possibility because I just think it was such a different spring training. And especially guys like Schwarber and Castellanos who signed even later.
Right.
But I mean, they can't use that excuse for too long because everybody else is swinging back.
And Verlin swings and misses for strike two.
They just have to pick and choose their swings. Basically, they have to swing in the strike zone, and if they do that more consistently, then they're going to get more fastballs. They're going to have to because the pitcher's going to have to throw strikes eventually if you are patient enough.
Counts out 2 balls and 2 strikes to Matt Verling.
Count is even 2-2 to Verling. Top of the order is due up next.
And Freeling kicks and throws over to keep Didi close.
For Gregorius over at first, but they throw over.
I don't think he looks very comfortable over there, Didi. He's still looking at that hand, feeling. I'll tell you what, that could stay with you for a while.
And Freeling delivers the 2-2 pitch.
Line drive, base hit.
And that is a base hit for Matt Verling. And Didi heads to third on a nice base hit by Matt Verling to get with runners on the corners with two outs here in the top of the second. Just good piece of hitting. Back to the top of the lineup we go with Gene Segura, who was 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Yeah, nice at bat by Verling. He gets to 2 strikes, and again that backdoor cutter. But Matt Verling stays right on it.
Oh, jeez, I got the hiccups.
Punches it right up the middle. Doesn't try to do too much with it. That's exactly how you have to handle Freeling.
I know worries. I'll still be here.
13 pitches in the first inning. Overall, he's at 41 pitches. That's a lot here in the second.
He will run some deep counts if you're patient enough.
Change up, and it's in there.
And that pitch is in there for a cold strike. Huge shout out to the 4 people coming in. Greatly appreciate you guys tuning into some Phillies baseball. Greatly appreciate it. So now the count's no balls and 1 strike to Gene Segura. With runners on the corners here, 2 outs here in the top of the second. Phillies up 1-0. Hopefully Segura can try to find a way to get on and looped out to second base, and that will be the end of the Phillies' top half of the second. To the middle half of the inning we go, which is basically the commercial break. So far, get 2 men on. Unfortunately can't capitalize. Yes, sir. Hopefully, they don't disappoint. That's just kind of how it is. That's just how it is, though. But yeah, I got plenty more other Phillies games coming soon. Greatly appreciate the 4 total people watching, 3 from YouTube. Greatly appreciate that. I really do appreciate. Jesus. Okay, I want to start putting my phone on Do Not Disturb and leave me alone. Damn it. There we go. There we go. But, hey, I'll still be here, like I said. But huge shout out to Parker Wall. Greatly appreciate for those who are tuning in. Really huge shout out to the 5 people tuning in. If you're coming from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or if you follow my Twitter account. I am also streaming on my Twitter as well. Greatly appreciate for those who are new tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate new people coming in. All right.
One with 5 along with Albies, Vladimir Guerrero.
So we got a 3-way tie for first for the home run leaders with 5.
Some of his numbers. He is jumping on fastballs left and right. Boy, he's doing some damage.
To the bottom of the second we go.
Named National League Player of the Week.
Phillies still up 1-0, and the first pitch from Gibson is in there for a called strike.
So 4 first pitch strikes for Gibson.
Yeah, but for those who are new coming in, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new, because you do not want to miss out on some of these live play-by-plays. I'll do, Phillies, Eagles, Sixers, and that's in there for a called strike. And I'll do some college baseball games too. I'll do those as well.
Yes. Kyle said the same thing to him. Yep.
Hey, huge shout out to the 4 people tuning in. Greatly appreciate it.
0-2 to Crone.
And we got CJ Crone down the hole, 0-2 in the 0-2 pitch from Gibson. Misses way outside for ball 1. Try to go for a waste pitch in the dirt, but just yanked it just a bit outside.
He threw that one curveball that he gave up a home run to. He was going to make sure he's going to get that one out of the strike zone, see if he could get CJ Crone to chase him.
Overall, 317 with those 5 home
And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on CJ Crone. 1 away here in the bottom of the second. So a second strikeout overall from Kyle Gibson. You'll love to see that out of Gibson. Greatly appreciate.
As I said, he's been using a lot
Hey,
of sliders.
I do appreciate it because I've never gotten people tell me that's the first time I've ever. Well, let me wind that back. I think I have multiple people tell me that I really it really does I do greatly appreciate it, and that is in the. Oh, jeez, you can't call that a strike on the inner part of the plate. Jeez, what do you got to do to get a strike on the inner half? But that was called a ball, and that was in the strike zone. Yikes! And the 1-0 pitch. And McMahon, and that is a foul ball. So technically it should have been 0-2 on that as well. But yeah, so far after this game, I got. Hang on, I don't even remember my other street. Yes, so after this game, I got the Brewers April 24th. So you guys do not want to miss that on that as well. And that skips in there for ball 2.
Ryan McMahon hitting .333 against right-handers this year. Numbers have dipped against lefties. 6-year deal.
And the 2-1 pitch.
Off the hands.
And Didi makes the play for out number 2. Okay, not.
Will dominate the 2022 season. You could win $100,000 worth of.
Honestly, I'll be honest. I think my favorite Rockies uniforms that I remember, I like the cutoffs. For some reason, the cutoffs. I don't know what it is about the cutoffs, but those were one of my favorite Rockies uniforms. I do like the black cutoffs though.
Us folks over 40.
I don't know if it's that.
It'd be a little different for guys.
Now we got the first pitch from Gibson. Is in there for a called strike on an 84-mile-an-hour slider to Brendan Rodgers. That was like Daniel Murphy a little bit. And the 0-1 pitch. Swings and misses for strike 2. Back-to-back sliders.
I really like the way Kyle Gibson works. He changes speeds on his breaking stuff. That was a little bit slower slider, had a little bit less forward velocity on it, and almost came in like a curveball sort of, but it really wasn't.
And the 0-2 pitch just misses outside for ball 1.
Just look at his splits. 15 strikes, 6 balls, but he has 4 0-2 counts. This one's run to 1 and 2. Paco's adjusting the outfielders.
So now we got the 1 ball and 2 strikes, and the kick and deal from Gibson.
Line drive caught by
And Hoskins caught a line drive that is the end of the bottom half of the Rockies' second inning. That is the end of the second. Time for a commercial break. And we're going to the top of the third with the Phillies still up 1-0 over the Colorado Rockies. So far, I like what I'm seeing out of Kyle Gibson because obviously the last start he's had got knocked around a little bit. His first start, I think he's doing what he did in this first start, just being try to keep everything down in the zone. And at times I kind of just feel like pitchers nowadays you got to still learn how to start making adjustments. No, Kyle Gibson, I know he's been around the block a handful of times. I think he knows how to make adjustments. But same with, especially with Nola. I'll talk about Nola in just a second, since we got some time on the commercial break. Is that obviously we don't know last year it was an okay year for him, but I still don't think it was not a good year. I still think he has like 2.5 years that he was just not as sharp. And the fact that looking at his numbers, it's like back when he debuted in 2015, I feel like we kind of rushed him too soon. 2017 to 2019, he kind of peaked where that was part of his Cy Young when he finished third in the Cy Young in those years. I just feel like at times, I think Gibson's, I think he looked at, I'm pretty sure he did a lot of film study and learned how to start making adjustments because, like I said before in the stream, Colorado is a hitter-friendly ballpark because that's just a lot of times boost your numbers. So it is what it is, though. But also the Phillies are making Kyle Freeland work. So 42 pitches through 2 innings of work. Now we got Rhys Hoskins, who tripled his first time up. And the first pitch to Hoskins takes out Drew just a little bit outside, but that's a call to strike.
How about his OPS against left-handers since the beginning of last year is over 970 now.
And that is popped to foul territory. Looks like McMahon has it for out number 1.
You can almost guarantee anytime he goes 0-1 to a right-hander, he's going to run that fastball up and in, and they just have that.
Okay. All right, huge shout out to 3 people coming in. Greatly appreciate it. Those who are tuning in, the Phillies are up 1-0 over the Colorado Rockies. Still early in the game right now, but the Phillies are making Kyle Freeland work. I think right now he has 45 total pitches. Now you got Bryce Harper coming up. And he is 1 for 1 today with an RBI single.
RBIs with 10. He's tied for first in runs scored with 9.
And the first pitch to Harper misses way inside for ball 1.
You think about his comments after the game yesterday, and he spoke to everybody today because it was his 10th.
And the 1-0 pitch. And that's a sharp line up to center for out number 2 from Bryce Harper. You hate to see that when you square it up, but you hit it right at somebody. That's one of the most uncomfortable feeling in the world, though. I'm just saying. I'm just speaking from experience. Huge shout out to 3 people tuning in. Greatly appreciate you guys tuning in, though. Now we got Nick Castellanos. He is 0 for 1 today.
Castellanos was outspoken too. The writers did a good job last night sort of capturing the landscape of what the dugout looked like after the game.
And that pitch was inside for ball 1 to Castellanos.
The dugout for a little while, kind of looked out, and then to the writers after the game about just the frustration that everybody.
And that misses for ball 2 to Castellanos.
2 balls, no strikes.
And the 2-0 pitch. And Castellanos chops it to short. And Brandon Rogers makes the play for out number 3.
That's a 7-pitch inning. Kind of brings it back.
So to the middle of the third, we see our commercial break.
Run to the bottom of the third.
And that's where I mute my phone for commercial breaks. Because I don't want my mic picking up on copyright crap. But yeah, huge shout out to the two people still sticking with me. Obviously, it's more commercial break. Obviously, Kyle Freeland had a decent inning, had a good inning that only throwing 7 pitches to get the 3 outs. But after this, so now we're going to go to the bottom of the third after when this commercial break is said and done with. All right, back from a commercial break. Oh yeah, he shut. Yo, hey Taco, what's good, my dude? What is good? Just gotta get my. And like I said too, I think one of my streams that I'm gonna definitely get a new desk and a new chair. Because right now I'm dealing with a roller desk and a steel chair as a temporary setup, along with my laptop and stuff.
Some of those high rises that behind the left field wall, and you can't see the mountains like you used to be able to.
You know what that is?
That's progress.
That's progress. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Sometimes progress really isn't a progression.
So now we got Kyle Gibson to start the bottom of the third with the first pitch. Chops on the ground to third, and boom. Makes a solid play for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 away here in the bottom of the third. So Grichuk is retired for the first out. Now we got Elias Diaz now coming up for Colorado.
Diaz was 0 for 4 last night. Overall hitting .303. He left, I think it was 4 guys on base in last night's game.
Hit the ball hard a couple of times, as I recall. But
And the first pitch to Diaz misses way outside for ball 1.
And really, he's not known for his offense. I mean, he's more of a catch and throw guy, but he's had a nice start to the season offensively for them.
And that misses outside for ball 2.
So 2 balls and no strikes. Infield pretty much straight away. Playing the pull a little bit on the right side. But no shift on for Diaz.
And Gibson delivers a 2-0 pitch, and that misses for ball 3. So technically now we're at the bottom of the order for the Colorado Rockies. And the 3-0 pitch is in there for a called strike. Yeah, huge shout out to the 4 people coming in. Greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate you guys tuning in. Yeah, a 3-ball, 1 strike count on Elias Diaz. And time has been called.
Gibson is striking out batters at a more rapid rate. Strikeouts per 9, 12.3 this year. He's among the league leaders in that category. It's only been a couple starts. But for his career, he averages
and the pitch.
Per 9. There's a check swing, slow roll.
And a slow roller to Gibson makes out number 2.
He had his first 2-0
So far, Gibson looks pretty solid so far.
And Jose Iglesias is coming up.
Now we got Jose Iglesias. I forgot even he signed with goddamn with the Rockies.
Join the Phillies family as a season ticket holder for the upcoming season. Packages start with as little as 11 games. Price savings versus single game tickets is part of the benefits. Plus postseason ticket access. Go to Phillies.com/season to learn more.
And that misses for outside for ball one.
Iglesias, who is 2 for 20 against Kyle Gibson. He has the most at bats of anybody in the Rockies lineup against Gibson.
Oh, yeah. And ooh, that was a hard foul ball for strike one. Huge shout to the 6, though. 5 from YouTube, 1 from Twitch. I appreciate it for those who are tuning in. I think the most I've ever gotten on the Phillies live stream. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful you guys that you're tuning in. So we got Jose Iglesias batting 292 as well. 7 of 24, and the 1-1 pitch to Iglesias swings and chops it foul for strike 2. Counts now 1 ball and 2 strikes for Jose Iglesias. I'm not gonna lie to. I mean, I do like the Rockies purple uniforms too. I mean, I think they look great, but for me, I like the old classic cutoffs because that's something I've remember the Rockies for. Because sometimes it's kind of showing my age a little bit, but it is what it is. And Iglesias chops that foul to stay alive with 1 ball and 2 strikes.
The fact that he's a lifetime 277 hitter, that'll work.
No, absolutely. And I think a lot of it is because they're such instinctive players that they understand and they have just a better idea of what they're trying to do at the plate, what makes them successful, and what pitches to look for.
And the 1-2 pitch misses downstairs in the dirt.
2-2.
And I know that's the case with Yadi Molina because he just sets up pitchers all the time. I mean,
So the count's now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jose Iglesias.
knows what the catcher's going to call while he's hitting as well.
And the 2-2 pitch. Iglesias chops it on the ground. Foul.
Ball flips it into the crowd. It remains 2-2.
So Iglesias kind of spoiled some decent pitches off of Kyle Gibson.
Change up here, a cutter there.
Hey, huge shout out to the six viewers watching. Greatly appreciate that.
Doing a pretty good job of staying out of the middle of the plate so far.
Floated out towards shallow right field. Segura's on the run.
And that drops in for a base hit in no man's land. So that's the first hit for the Colorado Rockies. So tough play to make. A little bit of a tough play to make, though. Can't be too. If I'm Gibson, I can't be too upset about it. Hey, look, you made a good pitch, but he just fights off and just puts it in the spot where no one can get it.
This ball's caught by Gene Segura because it doesn't travel as far out over his head, and because of the light air, there's so many different ways to get base hits here. That's why it's so tough to pitch, and you have to have.
Now we got, it looks like Connor Jones now leading off. That 1-run score, 90s. Harper was the reason to get the 1-0 lead, and that pitch misses outside for ball 1 to Connor Joe. That's a weird. It is what it is, though.
Teammates in college at the University of San Diego.
Yeah, so pretty much the RBI single goes to Bryce Harper, but Hoskins is the reason why Harper got that RBI single. Hoskins tracks the ball in foul territory and makes the catch for out number 3. Actually, no. It was this RBI single by Harper after Hoskins tripled to start off the first inning. But yeah, so that is the end of the third with a nice catch from Hoskins. I greatly appreciate it, though. But I appreciate the 6 total viewers coming in. Most I've ever gotten on the Phillies live stream, especially 5 from YouTube. Jesus Christ. Greatly appreciate that. I greatly appreciate that. There's a lot of people. But yeah, so far, Kyle Gibson looks like he's still pitching great. It looks like everybody's looking great so far. Yeah, just obviously just Kyle Freeland, just not as sharp as a lot of people would think. Yo, what's good, Raphael? Appreciate it. Appreciate you tuning in. Greatly appreciate them, my dude. Hey, greatly appreciate it. For those who are just new joining in, Phillies are up 1-0 over the Rockies after a nice RBI single. Well, technically with Hoskins tripling, which was his first triple since 2019, and then just Harper just doing his thing and just put the ball in play, not doing too much, and just drives in Hoskins. Hey, appreciate it, Samuel. Greatly appreciate it. Let me just fix this on-screen scoreboard. To the top of the fourth we go.
Brought to you by Toyota. Visit Toyota.com to find your
Alrighty.
RAV4 Toyota today.
Hey, I'm doing great. Great for those who are new tuning in. Definitely, man. Let's get these like count. Get the like count. Let's smash that like button. Now we got JT leading off the top of the fourth. With Freeland, I think you guys have 50 pitches from what I see on the screen. And the first pitch to JT. Just a bit low for ball one. Man, I greatly appreciate for those who are tuning in. 5 from YouTube. I greatly appreciate that, man. Set new records, for Phillies life. And that misses for ball 2 to JT Realmuto. But for those who are new coming in, kind of catch up to speed. Gibson is pitching well. Oh, fastball right down the middle, and Realmuto fouls it back for strike 1. So kind of catching up to speed. Hoskins tripled to lead off the game. Harper drove him in, obviously with the now, which is the for the first run of the game. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at right now. So JT's ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike, and the pitch, and swings and misses for strike 2.
Numbers here at Coors Field. We mentioned it last night.
Man, almost a 400 average for JT at Coors Field. Even as a team, we suck at Coors Field.
And now the 2-2 pitch.
And JT fouls it back into the stands to stay alive with the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So now Freeland. And that is a base hit for JT. And for those who are tuning in, I think at this point in the game, one of the keys I said, just wake the bats up and just make sure you have good pitching. See that, and I said this too. Just let Gene lead off. Because I've seen the numbers that Gene has great numbers as a leadoff hitter. Just leave Gene in the leadoff spot. Because if you look at what he did last year, because all the offense ran through Gene. When he got on, that's when the offense started clicking. And the first pitch of Schwarber is in there for a called strike. Hey, huge shout out to the 5 total viewers coming in, still sticking with me. 4 from YouTube, 1 from Twitch. Greatly appreciate all the support that's coming through. So now it's no balls and 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. And the 0-1 pitch from Freeland. And that is a 4-6-3 double play. God damn it. Damn. Unfortunate.
Not the easiest one with the shift because Iglesias had to moved from the second base side to the bag.
Not gonna lie though, this is why I can't wait till next year that word to the shift is banned, because I'm just one of those guys. I don't like the shift. And just good contact, just good solid contact by Schwarber. Just unlucky if it wasn't for that shift. Like, that would have been a base hit. I'm just saying.
Talented defensively.
And we got the first pitch too. Looks like Alec Bohm misses inside for ball one. And you all stop blowing on my phone, please. Greatly appreciate that.
Rogers was originally a shortstop coming out of high school. Has made a nice adjustment to second base.
And here comes the 1-0 pitch to Bohm. Swings and misses for strike one. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout for Alec Bohm.
Alex really had some good at-bats so far this year. He's been staying in the middle of the field very, very well.
And here comes the 1-1 pitch to Bohm. Misses upstairs for ball two. So we got the count 2 balls and 1 strike on Alec Bohm with only 2 outs. An unfortunate double play from Schwarber.
See if he can provide a little 2-out thunder here.
And the 2-1 pitch. And that misses upstairs for ball 3.
I think Freeland wanted that pitch. It was close. But Black over in the dugout. He's won 1,000 games, more than 1,000 games as the manager. Same with Joe Girardi.
And the 3-1 pitch to Bohm. And he walks. So we get another base runner on for the Philadelphia Phillies. And we got Didi coming up, who does not have an official plate appearance due to a hit by a pitch.
Looks like we're going to have a pitch hitter.
Oh, yeah. Margot.
That hand might be a little bit more serious than.
So it looks like some Camargo's coming.
Well, maybe it was just precaution to take.
Is going to be Chipper Didi after getting hit. Looked like he got hit on the hand.
It's no more serious than that.
Which is unfortunate, but
All right, so
got to be safe. Rather be safe than sorry.
Freeland give a little scouting report on Camargo.
So it's now Camargo's now coming to be a pinch hitter for
Here in the top of the fourth inning.
Philadelphia and hitting in the spot for Didi.
Camargo is 0 for 1, but he has walked twice against Kyle Freeland.
And the first pitch of Camargo is on the outside corner for a called strike.
This is where the value of Johan Camargo is. I mean, he has the ability to play.
Right now, so far this season, in 9 games, hitting .269 with no home runs and 2 RBIs.
They do think it was an important signing for the Phillies this offseason.
And here comes the 0-1 pitch. Misses upstairs for ball 1.
It's a pretty good step off, though. Reminds me of Terry Mulholland a little bit. Yeah.
And Freeland to keep Bohm close at first, which I'm doubting Bohm's ever stealing second base, obviously with 2 outs. So, I mean, can't. And the 1-1 pitch. Misses downstairs for ball 2.
Seem to get the feeling that if you can wait out Kyle Freeland as long as you possibly can and be real patient, he'll eventually give you a pitch to hit.
So Camargo's now heading to count 2 balls and 1 strike. And just making Kyle Gibson work. We got Matt, and also with Matt Vierling on deck. And the 2-1 pitch. And that is a base hit for Johan Camargo. So we've got 2 men on and 2 men gone here in the top of the 4th. Now we've got Matt Vierling, and he is 1 for 1 tonight.
And that was kind of a perfect example of it. He lays off that pitch pitch just down below the zone, and then the next one just hangs that fastball, leaves that, or hangs that changeup, stays right on it, stays right in the middle of the plate, stays on it. Nice easy base hit to left field.
This is a good piece of hitting.
It does sound easy.
It's not that easy.
If you can duplicate that formula all over the place.
And Matt Varon, he's also is one for one with a single back in the second. So Freeland gets the sign from his catcher and delivers the first pitch to Vierling. Misses downstairs for ball one. It sounds like the see, looks like the Rockies do some chirping at the umpire because obviously missing just a little bit below the zone. And the 1-0 pitch to Vierling. Misses upstairs for ball two.
High, 2-0. I guess that's high.
I mean, how?
He's had a big workload.
So right now, for career-wise, for Vierling, 2 outs, runners in score position, 1 for 6 with an RBI and a walk. Yikes! Not a good. It doesn't look like it's not like a good average.
Runners lead off.
And the 2-0 pitch. And that is in there for a called strike.
Similar pitch.
Yeah, nice job by all three of these hitters of waiting him out, making sure he comes out over the plate. That was a little 2-0 cutter, then great pitch for him to handle. He wants something out over
And
the
Freeland delivers the 2-1 pitch to Vierling. And that is a base hit from Matt Vierling. 2 for 2. And just being smart with it, the bases and the. So that is a 2-0 lead for the Philadelphia Phillies on a nice RBI single by Vierling. Just don't have to do too much. That's all you got to do. Now you got towards the top of the lineup coming up for the Phillies.
Those three at bats, they waited him out. Nice job by Vierling at getting a pitch out of the plate, which is where he likes it. Drives it to right field, and that's a 2-out thunder I was talking about.
Yeah, Darryl Scott's coming out to talk to Freeland. Here's that base hit. Blackman was playing deep. He tried to make a throw in, but he had no chance. By the way, while that at-bat was going on, I wanted to see who taught Terry Mulholland that step-off move because it was so good.
Yeah.
He picked off 49 guys.
49.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Catchers were throwing out, there were years where catchers were throwing out like 50% of the runners trying to steal.
He was really quick to the plate as well.
So you love to see it, the way that the Phillies are just being very patient. Something that this team at times cannot, is finally doing something, doing the right thing. And the first pitch to Gene. And he listens to center, and that will do it for the Phillies' top half of the fourth. So we got another run on it. So for total of 2 runs on 6 hits compares to the no runs on 1 hit for the Rockies. So to the middle of the fourth we go. Kind of go over a little bit so far with those at bats. I think with the Phillies, I think so far from what I saw, just like right now, they're just being patient. Something that like obviously the last 6-7 games the Phillies have not done as much as what they're doing tonight against Kyle Freeland. Let's be real, it has not been sharp tonight, but I think the Phillies are making Freeland really put Freeland on notice because of that. Well, yeah, huge shout out to the 4 people still sticking with me right here on the Phillies Sports Talk podcast channel. Greatly appreciate it. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe when you guys are new. Definitely share this out. I would greatly appreciate you guys share the stream out. If you guys need some baseball play-by-play. Okay, but yeah, huge shout out to everybody that was in the chat tonight. I greatly appreciate. So for those who were kind of popping in and out of the chat, greatly appreciate that. All right, to the fourth, to bottom of the fourth we go.
Toyota, let's go, Phils.
Use your
Phillies are on top 2-0, 2 runs on 6 hits.
Can't go wrong with the outfield.
Charlie Blackmon will lead it off.
And we got Charlie Blackmon now leading off, and he's 0 for 1.
Gibson through 3 innings so far has allowed 1 hit. Camargo does stay in the ball game. He's at shortstop. He's over on the right side of the diamond right now with this overshift for Blackmon.
And the first pitch from Gibson kicks and deals to Blackmon. Just a bit outside for ball 1. So for Blackmon tonight is,
which is when you first look at it, you think, well, he's from Georgia.
And he lined out in the first. And the 1-0 pitch from Gibson. And pops up to foul territory. Hoskins tracks it and runs out of room. And that'll be strike 1.
Again, this is a twilight time. It's very tough to see the ball when it gets up past the lights. See guys looking at each other. Hey, point it out. Let me know if you see it. Come get it.
So 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a bad feeling when the ball goes up there near the outfield.
Yeah, trust me. That's not an easy thing to do, especially if it's either twilight or in the sunlight. So the count's now 1 ball, 1 strike on Charlie Blackmon. The pitch swings and misses on the changeup for strike 2.
Asked about his middle name being Cobb. He said, that makes a lot of sense that you would ask that.
So now Charlie Blackmon's down in the hole. 1 ball, 2 strikes against Kyle Gibson. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. And that is a base hit right up the middle. And that sounded like he got off the end of the bat. So that's the second hit given up by Kyle Gibson. Okay.
Pitch by Kyle Gibson and change up, and Blackmon just lays his bat out there on it.
And breaks it.
Finds a seam in the infield and gets his first base hit of the night.
So that's 1 for 2 for Charlie Blackmon.
Chris Bryant struck out his first time up. It's 1,456 hits now for Charlie Blackmon.
And that pitch misses inside for ball 1 to Chris Bryant.
Both, grew up together in Las Vegas.
And he is also 0 for 1 with the strikeout.
They played travel ball together when they were younger.
Pretty good team, I guess, huh? Wow.
And the pitch misses inside for ball 2 to Chris Bryant.
They used to call him Silk. Bryant, that is. Because he was so smooth with everything he did.
I did get a chance to see him play college ball before his draft year. And yeah, he was quite a specimen over there, third base.
And Bryant fouls up back for strike 1. Counts out 2 balls and 1 strike to Chris Bryant.
Harper, when he was younger, he said Harper was just so much bigger, so much stronger than everybody else.
Hey, appreciate it.
So
Welcome back, man. So 2 balls and 1 strike on against Chris Bryant.
So
Gibson throws over to keeps a close eye on the runner at first base.
When he was in college, and actually was watching another guy named Patrick Wisdom. Now, made the bigs with the Cubs. Yeah,
he was on at San Diego.
He was playing against him, St. Mary's.
And the 2-1 pitch, and that's good. And that's another base hit in that vacant hole. So first and third with nobody out.
Tonight by the Phillies, where the infielders were positioned perfectly. At that time, I'm not saying it would have been a double play, but with the quad injury for Bryant, it may have been if Segura was on that side of the diamond.
There's no question that would have been a double.
My name is Robert, by the way.
All 3 of them on the left side of the infield, and Bryant just punches the ball over to the right side, and sometimes the ship giveth, and sometimes it taketh away.
All right, so now first and third. Here's C.J. Crone.
So C.J. Crone.
Bottom of the fourth inning.
So we got runners on the corners, first and third. Nobody out for Colorado. With C.J. Crone up. The first pitch, and first pitch misses for ball one.
Last year, college, he hit 31 home runs, Brian, too.
Yeah, I saw that was his. Actually, it was his sophomore year. He was not eligible to be drafted. I just happened to see him because I was in town watching this.
And you saw him thinking, all right, well, in a year, this guy's going to get drafted.
And the 1-0 pitch. And Crone chops it foul for strike one.
Kind of drooling over him.
31 home runs in college.
Yeah, no, he did some serious damage. He reminded me of Troy Glaus a little bit. A more athletic Troy Glaus. He's just tall, big, strong guy with a ton of bat speed. I mean, Glaus had a ton of home runs in the course of his career with the Angels. Not nearly as athletic as.
And the pitch. And misses inside for both for two. Sorry about that. Crone this year just under 200 with runners in scoring position. So a pop-up on the infield would be nice, and then try to get a double play on the next hitter is what my ideal situation is. And Bailey makes the catch for out number one, but the run does come in to score. So Phillies still up by one.
It's so important for Kyle Gibson to try to minimize the damage here, or good pieces of hitting by the Colorado Rockies. C.J. Crone just tries not to do too much, just drives the ball to the middle of the field.
Yeah, but I mean, what else can you do?
Now it's time for Kyle to get that ground ball.
Exactly. Just need that ground ball, get a turn two, get out of this inning with only giving up one run, and go back on the attack. That's all that matters. That's how I would draw it up. And Gibson delivers the first pitch to McMahon. Misses upstairs for ball one. And Gibson throws over to keep the runner close at first.
But Didi Gregorius' x-rays, he did get his hand x-rayed, and they were negative. Phew. Yeah.
No need for that now. Or ever.
Yeah. And that pitch misses way inside for ball two.
Count is 2 balls, no strikes to Ryan McMahon.
And he is over one tonight in this ball game.
Gibson not quite as sharp in the zone as he was earlier in the game, and he'll have to work to make his pitches here, especially behind the count here.
And the 2-0 pitch misses for ball three.
Second 3-ball count. We had one against Diaz earlier.
And the 3-0 pitch misses for ball four and walks him. Come on, Gibson.
Walk issue this year by Gibson. That's how good his command has been. And now Brendan Rodgers.
They got Brendan Rodgers, the shortstop, now coming up.
He's still just one pitch away from getting out of this inning. He just needs to regroup and try to get back to his mechanics. He's just off the plate now, and as I said, not quite as sharp as he was early in the game. Rodgers has not swung the bat all that well this year yet. Hopefully he stays in a little bit of that slump. He did hit that ball lined over to Rhys Hoskins. His first at bat, so.
And Rhys is in that spot, not holding the runner on.
And the first pitch misses a bit low for ball one.
on the road trip, the Phillies have allowed almost 6 runs per game. That's why this has been such a good start so far for Kyle.
And misses outside for ball 2. Come on, Gibson. Gotta start throwing strikes here.
And he's just missing out of the zone. That first pitch could have been called a strike, and then throws that cutter wide.
And here comes the 2-0 pitch. Gibson kicks and deals.
Over toward third, ball backs up on it. He has it, goes to second for one, and a split by Gene to hang on to the bag.
So we got 2 away here in the second on the nice play by Alec Bohm to get the lead runner at second.
I don't know what you thought, Ruben.
Yeah, no, there's no way this is not a double play ball. It's important just to get it out here. And nice job by Gene Segura of staying on the bag.
So we just need to get one more out to get it out of this inning.
That out at second base. Again, that was not a double play ball. There's no way, even with a perfect throw, there's no way they can get Rogers. He runs pretty well.
All right, so now it's Grichuk.
Now we got Rander Grichuk coming up, and he is 0 for 1. And the first pitch is misses downstairs for ball 1.
First pitch strikes to 5 of the first 6 hitters. The third and fourth, he has 1 first pitch strike against now 10 hitters.
And Gibson gets set and delivers the 1-0 pitch. And that apparently misses outside for ball 2.
He's just off the edges, just missing by a touch. And a good job by the Rockies hitters in this inning to lay off those pitches as the Phillies did in the last inning against Freeland.
And the 2-0 pitch. And that is a base hit. Fuck! And game's tied at 2. Come on, Gibson. What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
A 2-2 game. And Diaz coming up.
Now we got their catcher Diaz now coming up.
Compton's going out to the mound.
Yeah, and the Rockies giving the Phillies their own medicine. Same sort of at-bats that they were having, the Phillies had in the last inning. This is what's happening with the Rockies. Just hit the ball up the middle, not trying to do too much to it with it. And then created a couple of runs to tie things up.
All right, so maybe this is a chance to give them a breather. There's a lot of movement going on in the Phillies bullpen. I don't think that they would want to get anybody up just yet.
He's generally throwing the ball pretty well. He's just missing, and he's getting behind. Just something he was not doing earlier in the game.
Yeah, runners on the corners. Still 2 outs. The game tied at 2.
The difference between a 2-1 pitch and a 1-2 pitch.
Unbelievable.
What you're seeing here.
Interested in receiving exclusive ticket deals? Sign up today to receive special ticket offers via text message for Phillies games as well as other potential events at Citizens Bank Park. Text tickets to 49887 to sign up. Diaz 0 for 1.
Yeah, Diaz 0 for 1. And that's in there for a cold strike. Thank fucking God.
Good visit so far by Cale Coffin.
And that is a fucking base hit. And the Rockies take the fucking lead. Can we just get some bullpen action? Because it seems like Kyle Gibson's getting gassed. Come on, man. Are you fucking kidding me? Now we got the 9-hole hitter now coming up for Colorado.
Yeah, this is a little cutter outside, down and away, and Diaz, again, tried not to do too much to it, and it just punches it up the middle for...
Unfucking believable.
Iglesias singled his first time up.
Now we got Iglesias, and he is 1 for 1 today. But yeah, huge shout out to the 6 people coming in. And that pitch misses, swings and misses for strike 1.
Pitch count was in a good spot. It's still in an okay spot. It's just a lot of pitches this inning, but 10 pitches in the first inning, 12 pitches in the second.
Yeah, it's always that last out that's always a pain in the fucking ass.
This wouldn't be that big of a deal, but because they have done it, it's causes some problems for them.
And that pitch misses outside for ball 1.
It's been a while since they've gotten the lead, and now they're behind, but
Through 4, the Phillies have left 5 runners on base.
Yeah, and that's that's always been our fucking problem.
A couple in scoring position.
And that pitch misses downstairs for ball 2. Are you fucking kidding me? Man, we need to get bullpen action because I don't think
they really don't have anybody heating up over there.
And you gotta realize too, like I've dealt. Think about this too, my dude. Like have not seen postseason baseball for in over a decade. It's getting really ridiculous. The Phillies know how to piss myself and other Phillies fans off. And we got the 2-1 pitch, and that's fouls it off for strike 2.
See, going back to the cutter here, down and away. Hopefully, you can get Iglesias to chase over it.
And the 2-2 pitch.
Down the right field line, Castellanos on the run into foul territory.
And that is a foul ball.
And it's just going to be a foul ball.
Well, you got to think too. Spring training was also short, too. At the same time, because of the goddamn lockout. If the lockout hadn't gone long as it did, we could have had normal spring training. No, who fucking cares about the Mets, man? I surely fucking don't. Because I know they're going to find a way to fucking choke. That's just how the Mets are. I'm just saying. At this point, I'm so really considering firing Joe Girardi. And that is the end of the. And that is the end of the 4th. I'm pretty sure for me, if I'm pulling Gibson after that as well. Even though we're still out hitting the Rockies, though, that's the thing. We're out hitting the Rockies by 1, but it's like this. I don't know if it wasn't. That's how they are, and from what I've understood, it's like, obviously not having DeGrom is for some odd reasons working for them, but. The Giants are no slouch either in the NL West, but at some point they're going to have to hit that roadblock. Because apparently I don't know, man. This is ridiculous. But before we go any further with it, huge shout out to the 6 total viewers in the stream, though. Greatly appreciate that. I greatly appreciate that. There's some that I know. Some Mets fans are the real ones. Let's be real. I know still. He is though, but at some point, like how much longer does he have? Because I feel like the injuries are just kind of constantly piling up for DeGrom. It just feels it's going to be pretty much going to knock him out of the league in the next 3 to 5 years at max. That's how it's just like it's a shame. You really hate to see it though, but it is what it is. That's all my stuff is linked in the description down below. But yeah, so if you have not seen my post on Twitter or my Instagram, I've actually put a list together for the participants as well. But yeah, all that good stuff though. All right, so looks like we're getting ready. Yeah. Quit your talking. Blah, blah, blah.
Stay in the know about your Phillies.
Alrighty.
Got a ball on the field out left center field that the umpires just noticed. So Randall Grichuk will run it down.
So we got top fifth right now. Phillies down by 1. I don't know why the hell they almost said Sixers. Jesus Christ. Guess maybe that Sixers game really got my brain screwed up. Now we've got Hoskins now leading off, who is 1 for 2 with a triple. Ooh, geez, I got hiccups.
Gibson allowed 3 runs on 4 hits. All 4 hits were singles.
And nothing was really pounded, but they put together some pretty good.
And the first pitch to Hoskins misses upstairs for ball 1.
Hoskins tripled his first time up and scored. Popped out to.
So we got a triple and a run scored. And the 1-0 pitch to Hoskins takes it right down the middle, which, let's be real, should have swung at that but it's still in there for a cold strike. So now counts 1 ball, 1 strike. We need to start putting up some momentum together. And that pitch misses downstairs for ball 2 to Rhys Hoskins.
I like the patience. I like the fact that he looked at a couple of pitches here. That's got to be the plan when you're facing Kyle Freeland.
And the 2-1 pitch. And Hoskins swings a pitch that should have been ball 3, but now it counts down 2 balls and 2 strikes.
By the way, Ruben, I was just looking on the internet.
Yes.
During our break in between innings. You know, there was a minor league game tonight that was an hour and 53 minutes. Come on.
And a 2-2 pitch. And Hoskins pops it up. Are you fucking kidding me? Damn, dude. That's 1 away here in the top of the 5th. Unfucking fortunate.
Now, you have games that go quickly. Last night's game was moving quickly. Yes. But it is noticeable that the pitch clock is
now we got Bryce Harper now coming up.
On average, between 20 and 25 minutes.
A solo home run would be nice.
And I knew that's something that, it has worked. They used it in the Arizona Fall League a few years back and in the minor leagues. And I just think it's such an important part of it. I mean, the purists may not like the pitch clock, but
and that is in there for a cold strike. Why are we not swinging at the first pitch? Like, come on now. This is the reason why our offense can't get going. And did he go? He tried to hold up. And apparently they say he went. That's some bullshit, though.
less than a swing than what Didi got hit by the pitch, I think.
Here's the replay.
I don't think that's a swing.
It was more than I thought, though.
Now that Harper's not down the hole 0-2 in the pitch.
Up the first base line.
And Harper chops a foul. That was should have.
They put together a little bit better at bats tonight than they have over the last few days, but they still have left a bunch of runners on base, and they've had some opportunities to get a big base hit to kind of open things up.
Well, stop taking the first pitch for a strike. If it's not there, if it's out of the zone, then don't swing at it. But if it's like right down the middle, swing. It's not that hard. And the 0-2 pitch. And that misses outside for ball one.
So Ruben, explain this to me. So this is the day that Rice reaches 10 years service time.
Monumental. Pretty awesome day.
But his first game was on April 28th.
And the pitch. And Harper slices it foul to the left side to keep the count alive at 1 ball, 2 strikes.
There's a number of games that constitute a full season
of service.
Yes.
Okay.
I believe it's 173. I'm not sure if the rules have changed.
So I figured you would know that just because you had to deal with that.
And the 1-2 pitch. And fouls it back to stay alive in the count. The count still at 1 ball, 2 strikes on Bryce Harper. Oh, damn.
Now, obviously, Bryce has made an awful lot of money and will make a lot more money before the end of his career. But when you reach 10 years of service time, it means that you have all the benefits
Yes.
for the rest of your life moving forward.
And the 1-2 pitch. And Harper chops and fouls to stay alive in the count.
Yeah, nice job of keeping his hands back and making contact on that pitch. He's staying in the at-bat, got off a couple of tough pitches. Hopefully he can get one that hangs in the middle of the plate, do a little damage with it. I wonder how many players in all of Major League Baseball have gotten to 10 years. I don't know what that number is.
The history of the game.
Yeah, the history of the game.
And the 1-2 pitch.
Ground ball over to first.
And Harper rolls it over. God damn it. That's 2 away here in the top of the 5th. Fuck!
I mean, a lot is probably an easy answer for
Yeah,
me.
let me fix my mic because it goes offset a little bit.
Time in the past when they
Like, we're so out far in front, like, you gotta drive it.
a lot longer.
Not drive it into the ground, damn it.
See that as much.
Well, and with expansion, there are more players, so
Yeah, more opportunities.
Castellanos, the fielder's choice his first time off the ground out to the left side his last time. So 0 for 2.
And the first pitch to Castellanos kicks and deals. And,
On the outside corner.
like, what are we doing? Stop taking the first pitch for a fucking strike. God damn. No wonder why our offense is fucking struggling so goddamn much. God damn, it's not that hard.
Fly ball.
And that is a fly out. Are you fucking kidding me?
Is under it.
Unfucking believable.
3 here in the 5th inning. Also, Freeland is able to get through 5. He's allowed 2 runs. He hasn't been overly sharp, but he's got a
Unfucking believable with this team, dude. Because Gibson fucking blows. Like, this team knows how to piss me off. Sixers, well, the Sixers is a whole different thing altogether. Well, the Sixers haven't really pissed me off as much as they used to. But because the way that the Sixers are playing, I'm very happy. But the Phillies right now are, what the fuck? We were up 2-0, but you can't take, like, literally. Like, this team, for some odd reason, decides that it's a good idea to take a first pitch strike right down the middle, but he can't fucking take a hack at it. Come on now. Stop. Like, grow a set of, because take it from me. One of the games that I've had in my men's league, I went 0 for 5 with, basically swung out at the first pitch. Like, literally, I will not hesitate to swing out at the first pitch. I'm sorry, but this is ridiculous. Like, as a player myself, I feel disgusted. And I don't know, man. Hey, look, if my anger gives me views, I'm fine with that. But hell, at least I want to know people to know what Philly sports is all about. I think you seen me angry before, and that was during the Sixers game. I can't remember which one it was, but I remember being super pissed off. I know that for a fact.
The Phillies will help salute Jackie Robinson. And then Sunday, it's a night game. It's the Fanatics' birthday brought to you by tickets today.
Thank God we have Gibson for this season, but just let just chat. I think even everybody needs to take a hack at it. Like, say if it's in the dirt, yeah, leave it. That, like, I should. If it's not like, if it's not outside if it's outside the strike zone, don't. If it's not there, if you don't like it, don't swing at it. That's a little bit of an exception, and that's in there for a called strike from Kyle Gibson. Oh damn! Had a break coming.
5 of the 6 first pitch strikes. After that, he was not getting first pitch strikes.
And that swung on a miss strike too. Yeah.
Interesting to see how long of a leash Joe Girardi will have on Gibson now at this stage of the game.
And that's chop foul. Just keep the can.
Have a little action going right now.
Yeah, trust me. But then again, knowing how my buddy Eric is, like from when he was with the network, obviously doing well on his own, doing his own thing. But obviously him being a Lakers fan, it really showed like it did get some views. It does get some views though. I'll say that much. And that is going to be another fucking base hit for Colorado. Are you fucking kidding me? Come on, Gibson. Like, literally, why are we throwing it fucking down the middle? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Unfucking believable, man. Jesus fucking Christ. Now we got Charlie Blackmon up. And he is 1 for 2 with the single. Jesus Christ.
Could try to get that ground ball again.
And Charlie Blackmon, the batter. Blackmon is 1 for 2. Connor Joe now has hit in 8 consecutive games. Blackmon bunts. It's a good one. Gibson has it, throws to first in time.
And that is out. A sacrifice is successful, but there's one away here in the bottom of the 5th with a runner at second.
Terrific bunt and an excellent defensive play by Kyle Gibson. Very athletic off the mound and pretty impressive how
Yeah, pretty much. Well, not just that. Like, it looks like our outfield is playing fucking deep. Like, literally. Like, but still, that was still a good play by Gibson, though, to get the first out of get Charlie Blackmon out instead of having 2 men on with nobody out. So at least I'll take that. I'll take that any day of the goddamn week. But still, it seems like Gibson might be done after this inning, though. I'm thinking about, if I'm the manager, I'm gonna get ready to start getting bullpen action. And that's chopped foul for strike 1 on Chris Bryant.
I think there was a lot of surprise, even for the people here in Colorado, that they were able to land Chris Bryant.
Not gonna lie, should have been the fucking Philly, along with Nick Castellanos.
And then Bryant signs for 7 years and $182 million.
Yeah, even around the league, there was some question about why he would go to Colorado, and read a really interesting article.
Yeah, I'm like, when shit doesn't go the way that I see it from a pitching standpoint, it disgusts me as a pitcher.
Probably had a lot to do with it. But he also said, and I quote, I'm all about rewriting history. We did it in Chicago. I'd love to be able to do it here, too.
And the 0-1 pitch misses downstairs for ball 1.
Yeah, he said that the Cubs, when they won the World Championship, he said nobody thought we were going to win it that year. He said, and I kind of feel the same way with the Rockies.
Hey, no worries. I'll still be here. If I don't lose any fucking other brain cells. Jesus Christ. And the 1-1 pitch. And that's chop foul for strike 2.
Clearly, with the way the Los Angeles Dodgers have been kind of commanding that division, and San Diego Padres spending a ton of money and trying to wheel and deal to try to beat them, and the San Francisco Giants playing extremely well over the last year and a half or so. And
So we got a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Chris Bryant.
using the Rockies as an afterthought, but hey, you never know.
Gibson looks Joe back to second.
And the pitch.
Hot shot towards short. Picked up.
And a good pick by Camargo, and that's out number 2.
The ball was hit hard. 106 off the bat.
Oof. Thank God for me, I'm not playing short because damn, that was quick. That got that guy on Camargo quick. So we got two away here in the bottom of the 5th. We got CJ Crone up now, and he's also
just a mayhem moment. And tell you what, you'll have Camargo pick this ball clean. He's got such great hands. Really has a lot of confidence in that arm too. He's got a cannon.
And CJ Crone now coming up 0 for 1 with a runner in second. The first pitch misses downstairs in the dirt for ball 1 to CJ Crone. And he has has an RBI on a sac fly.
Last night he picked up his 5th multi-hit game of the year already.
And that swung on the miss, strike 1 from CJ Crone.
CJ Crone has always had a lot of power. He's bounced around. He's put up good power numbers. He's never really been allowed to stay in one spot. He's been bounced around quite a bit. I think he's found a nice home here with the Colorado Rockies. Put a couple decent years together.
And the 1-1 pitch misses way outside for ball 2. Gibson just fucking pulled it. All right. And here comes the 2-1 pitch from Gibson. Kicks and deals. Misses inside, 3-1. Come on, man. I mean, look, I get it. You want to try to jab him inside, but Jesus Christ, not that far in.
Base open, so he's not going to give in to him. He's not going to throw him a cookie. He's probably going to try to throw that cutter, I would think, try to make him chase.
So Gibson gets set and kicks and deals a 3-1 pitch. And wow. Okay, that's ball 4, but it's ball 4 in the strike zone. What the fuck? Yo, you're fucking kidding me right now. So I guess high strikes are not getting called anymore, is it?
Ryan McMahon is coming up.
And he is 0 for 1 in tonight's ball game.
He walked his last time, grounded out to shortstop his first time up. 3 runs on 6 hits for the Rockies, 2 runs on 6 hits for the Phillies.
So it's most likely this might be the last inning for Kyle Gibson, maybe. And the first pitch, McMahon. And lines out to second base. Gibson, you lucky fucking bastard. And that is the end of the 5th, man. Gibson, you got fucking lucky on that. Very fucking lucky. So now we got to start putting some momentum together. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Yeah, still have this huge shout to the 4 years still sticking with me. And had to deal with my rage from time to time. Jesus Christ. But this is the price we play for being a Philly sports fan. So I mean, it is what it is. Oh boy.
Bennett's Blue Cross Philly of the Week was the runner-up for the National League Cy Young Award a season ago. Zach Wheeler did just about everything possible without capturing the award, leading Major League pitchers in innings, batters faced, complete games, shutouts, WAR, and was second in strikeouts. The first-time All-Star also led the majors with 17 7-plus inning starts. He started this season off with a strong performance, and everyone expects more to come in 2022. That's why he's the Philly of the Week. And it's brought to you by Independent.
Yeah, that's true. And that's the thing too. Like, this is why I think the Cy Young needs to start having more an in-depth look at different number and more different analytics than just, like the wins, the ERA, like the standard number, like the analytics that. And the fact that Corbin Burns too, like, congrats to him, but so it's just like he's not. I don't think because like, look, I know I've seen like a list of starting pitchers relievers have won the Cy Young, so that's. I don't know. I agree with Nightings. I really truly do. Hey, appreciate it, Lewis. Greatly appreciate it. I don't think so. I think it might have been the ERA. I think that's what it, and that's in there for a cold strike. But yeah, I think that was the issue for me. I was probably thinking it was the ERA. I think Corbin Burns had a better ERA, but Wheeler had way better other numbers than Corbin Burns. And that's another base. That's a base hit for JT Realmuto to get the inning started. Thank fucking God. Jesus Christ.
Turnover changeup that he uses, and JT does a nice job of staying on it. Punching it to left. Here's that changeup, and JT stays right down with it with his legs. Good job of using his legs and not giving up on the swing to drive it in.
Now we got Schwarber now coming up. Huge shout out to the 6 people tuning in, though. Greatly appreciate it. Greatly do appreciate you got all of y'all tuning in. And grounded, unfortunately, to that double play. Everyone for the damn shit. And like I said before, like, I want this shit to be gone. I think the shit should need to be gone. And the first pitch is in there for a called strike to Schwarber, which should have been needed to start taking hack at. I don't know why we're taking strikes right down the middle, and especially when we need to get more base runners on. And that pitch just skips in the dirt for ball 1.
Well, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when and how. And again, for him, I think it's about making sure that he stays in the strike zone and getting pitches to hit.
So it counts out 1 ball and 1 strike on Schwarber, and the pitch from Block.
Opposite way, going back on it is Bryant toward the
and that is gone! Hey, opposite field, home run from Kyle Schwarber to put the Phillies back on top. Thank you, Kyle fucking Schwarber. Motherfuckers. Woo! So Phillies are back on top by 1.
It's a nice little hug from JT Realmuto as he crosses the plate.
Hey, gotta take advantage of that thing.
Yeah, this is what they can do.
Exactly. It just went the other way. And it looked like he didn't get all of it, too. Look, he got jammed a little bit. Just the strength of Schwarber just put it out of here. Just barely a wall scraper. And the first pitch to Bohm is outside for ball 1. Oh, thank you, Parker Wall. I'm surprised. Thank God you didn't see me fucking rage, because I know Baseball Boy 501 and Nightings have seen me fucking rage and got pissed. I've never been so angry at the Phillies in my life. Yeah, just squared it. Look, he just squared it up and just
really flicked his wrists on it. That's how strong he is.
And Bohm with a nice cut and just fouls it back for strike 1. So 2 balls. So Bohm still heading the count with 2 balls and 1 strike. Huge shout out to the 6 people, though. Greatly appreciate it.
Try to do a little bit too much, and that's all he really needs to do. He's got that much power.
And that good pick by McMahon. Well, that's a good play. Just on a piss rocket by Alec Bohm. Alec Bohm just put a good swing on it, but unfortunately McMahon made a good play out of it. So 1 away here in the top of the 6th. Now we got Johan Camargo, who has come on to pinch hit and play shortstop for Didi. Unfortunately, when he got hit in the hand earlier in the game.
He's a guy that's become very good defensively over there. And there's some question about his defense. sense of where he might play. And he's really turned it into his spot.
And that's in there for a called strike on Camargo.
It's kept Bryant basically out in the outfield.
Yes.
One pitch to Camargo.
And that misses inside for ball one. And that misses outside for ball two to Johan Camargo. And that is a base hit for Johan Camargo. So Camargo two for two since coming off being a pinch hitter.
Yeah, he just stays on this little off-speed pitch.
But for those who are watching on Facebook, there is the link to my YouTube channel. If you guys want to come check me out, I'm gonna try to get to hopefully at least get the 410 by the end of the night. That's kind of like the next somewhat of a pit stop, because right now like the next milestone is 425, because I'm gonna try to at least get to 500 to get the community post, and then we can start going from there on the road to 1K.
Locke grew up a Rockies fan. He grew up an Andres Galarraga fan. Giants took him in the 5th round out of Creighton University. He does everything right-handed except for pitch. It's the only thing he does left-handed.
I mean,
smart that his parents tie his right arm.
And take it from me, like I do everything right-handed, but I write with my left hand, which is the most unorthodox thing you could probably think of. So we got May 5th to the 8th. We got against the Mets.
Angels, May 5th through 8th for the Mets. May 20th to 22nd for the Dodgers. Visit Phillies.com to view the full schedule and purchase your tickets today.
And Block throws over to Kid Camargo close at first. You shout out for the 13 likes, though. Greatly appreciate that.
With his batting average, he ended an 0 for 15 on this road trip to start the year.
And the first pitch misses way outside for ball one to Matt Vierling.
They've made the pitcher work. They've got a couple base hits, got a walk or two, and they've done a nice job of grinding out their at-bats. Try to turn it over to the guys at the top of the order.
Out to shortstop, that could be 2. There's 1 and 2.
All right, and that is a double play.
Runs well. That's a routine double play ball. But the Phillies take the
All right, so that will be it. So Kyle Schwarber puts the Phillies back on top. To the middle of the 6th we go. Hopefully, if it might look like certain anything to make us might come in though to pitch for the Phillies. So finally, 4 runs on 9 hits. So this is what we need to see out of this fucking team, and start working counts, like get some of the pitches that you guys want to hit, that kind of thing. And a typical boring-ass commercial break. All that good stuff. Okay. Okay. All right, so looks like we're getting right.
Way to fun. Thanks Thanks to Pennsylvania Lottery Scratch-Offs, players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. At 5 Ford, hurry into your local Ford store or shop online at buyfordnow.com. Cal Gibson back
So
out
Cal
there.
Gibson's back on the mound. Oh, good Lord. God help us all.
He's at 82 now.
And the first pitch skips in there for ball one.
In the dirt. It's 1-0.
Yeah, I gotta believe it's gonna be a fairly short leash for him. And Sir Anthony Dominguez firing. He's probably hot.
So we got Brendan Rodgers 0 for 2 with the line out and a fielder's choice with a run scored. And the 1-0 pitch. And fouls it back for strike 2. Or strike 1, I should say. I apologize.
Here's Sir Anthony. Dave Lundquist. Keeping an eye on him.
And Rodgers chops it on the ground. Bo makes the play. And that is out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Had one out here in the 6th.
Done a nice job by Kyle Gibson getting those ground balls, and Alec Bohm looking a lot more confident just in his overall play, especially at third base right now, and it's a really good sign to see.
Randall Grichuk is grounded out.
Now we got Randall Grichuk, the first pitch from Gibson. He yanks it for ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch.
Off the end of the bat, in front of the plate.
And Gibson has it and makes the play for out number 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. So 2 quick outs for Kyle Gibson, even though he still sucks. But I'm just saying. A huge shout out to everybody who was tuning in. I greatly appreciate it if you're coming from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or you're watching on my Twitter.
Certainly helped himself by playing good defense, and that's exactly what you're seeing out of Kyle Gibson, who made a couple of good plays today. And I like his athleticism.
I got the latest. And Gibson steps low to try to recollect himself.
Pitches. The Phillies have not had a pitcher throw 100 pitches yet this year. In fact, there's only been 3 in baseball. Wow. 2 happened today.
Okay.
I think Gibson wants to throw this pitch. Now time is called. All right, so Nate Eovaldi threw 101 on the 13th against the Tigers. He was the only one who threw 100 pitches or more until today. Max Scherzer had 102 today. And Corbin Burns had 107.
And the first pitch to Diaz swings and misses for strike 1.
Scherzer got the win for the Mets in the second game of their day-nighter against the Giants. And Corbin Burns and the Brewers won 5-2 over Pittsburgh.
Well, we know that Pittsburgh's absolute garbage. And the 0-1 pitch. Swings and misses for strike 2.
He's breaking off a much deeper slider. He was throwing more of a cut fastball, more of a cutter. This is a slider that actually has 2 planes, almost straight down. Looks like he may have made some sort of grip adjustment on that pitch.
And the 0-2 pitch kicks and deals. And that's on the ground. Camargo makes it to Camargo, and that is out number 3 here in the bottom half of the 6th. And it's a boring ass commercial break. So the Phillies still up 1 over the Colorado Rockies. Going into the top of the 7th. Out of my ear, what's that itching? That would be great. Okay. Wait, huge shout out to the 4 people still sticking with me. Greatly appreciate you guys tuning in, whether you ever watch from YouTube, from here on the YouTube. Yeah, all that good stuff. All right. All right. Can we get back to the game, please? All right.
Valley Honda Dealers game summary. The Phillies jumped out.
Seems like Kyle's like a common name nowadays. Yeah, Kyle Schwarber, the home run. Kyle Gibson, 6 innings pitched. Gibbs 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts.
By Kyle Schwarber in the 6th. Kyle Gibson 6 innings so far, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. And now as we go to the 7th inning, the Phillies will look to head on. They're up by 1. And Justin Lawrence in his 6th game.
So Justin Lawrence has come on to pitch for Colorado.
His bullpen has the best ERA in baseball, coming into today at 1.88.
Yeah, he's really thrown the ball well, and he's got a 1.5 ERA and a 1.00 WHIP. He's only given up 3 hits in 6 innings, and he's got 6 strikeouts as well. He's going to be throwing a ton of sliders. He's got a pretty good one. He's one of those sidearm delivery type guys who's very tough on right-handers. One of the reasons why he's in there at this stage of the game against Segura and Rhys Hoskins to lead off this inning.
So Segura leads it off. He's 0 for 3.
As we got Segura to the top of the lineup, we go. And that misses for one ball, no strikes.
More of a running fastball. They call it a sinker, but it's kind of runs in on the right-hander and makes it tough when you have to then couple that with a sidewinder slider.
And that misses downstairs for ball 2. And the 2-0 pitch.
Off the plate, up the third base line.
And that's a foul ball.
And it's 2-1.
So it counts out 2 balls and 1 straight to Gene Segura.
Segura will head back over to the plate. 99 career home runs for Gene.
See Gene get on the base here and get things going, try to stretch out this lead a little bit, give the bullpen, or if Kyle Gibson has to go back out there again, give him a little bit of space.
And that misses for 3-1.
You know what Joe will do if he will send it back out there again.
Well, it's such an efficient inning, that last inning, that he may very well.
And that misses inside, ball 4 for Gene Segura.
And
that's kind of
to end the pitch. That is in there for a cold strike. There we go. Sorry about that. My internet was kind of being a little bit funky, so I apologize for that. Then it counts down no balls with 1 strike to Rhys Hoskins. And the pitch. And that misses downstairs for ball one.
He's even trying to keep the runner close. He's just slow.
The Phillies only have like maybe 2 stolen bases, so it's not a base-stealing team necessarily. Every once in a while, you might get JT or even Segura if he does get a real good jump on a guy who's very slow to the plate, but Diaz can really throw.
Over, scores back in. JT has a stolen base. Harper has a stolen base. That is all.
And they won't be stealing many bases, this team. They don't have that kind of team speed.
In the pitch. And couldn't hold up. That's strike 2.
That's exactly what it is. That's why he's so tough on the right-hander, because he throws that power, that runner, and then he throws this frisbee. Looks like a fastball out of the hand, and obviously Reese was fooled.
And the Cats now 1 ball and 2 strike.
Outside, he let that one go.
And that is 2 balls and 2 strikes on Rhys Hoskins.
Kyle Freeland started. He went 5 innings. He allowed 2 runs, tied block, then allowed the 2-run home run by Schwarber. 3rd home run this year that the Phillies have hit with a runner on. Swing and miss.
And that is a strikeout to Rhys Hoskins. So 1 for.
One out here in the 7th.
So that's 1 out here in the top 7.
That slider all that well, and Lawrence breaks off that frisbee and gets an important strikeout.
We need some more insurance runs here.
You can see his hand on kind of on the side of the ball. That one didn't break quite as much as the other ones did, but he put it in a decent location.
And we got Bryce Harper now coming up.
Too well out of his
And he is 1 for 3 with an RBI single.
Back toward the middle, between the legs of the pitcher.
And that is a double play. Damn it.
Throws to first. And it's a 6-3 double play. No runs, no hits.
So mid-7th we go. Huge shout out to the 5 people coming in. Greatly appreciate that. Really greatly appreciate that. But yeah. I mean, hopefully I think it might be Seranthony now might be coming in to take over for. Okay. But yeah, huge shout out to the 5 viewers watching the stream. Greatly appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys are watching from Facebook, I did drop my YouTube channel link in the chat. If you guys want to check that out, you guys are more than welcome to. Yeah, but I appreciate everybody else who's coming, just tuning in, or just tuning in just to listen, which I greatly appreciate that as well. Greatly appreciate that as well. All right. So it looks like we're getting ready to start the bottom of the 7th.
30 pitches in that inning. And when you look at that inning, he kind of made a mistake to Blackman. He threw 2 back-to-back changeups. You normally don't see that a lot, but Blackman broke his bat with a little bleeder. And then Chris Bryant found a hole on the right side. So there was some bad luck that went along with that. But he righted the ship.
Yep, unfortunately.
About, right? Making adjustments when you're out there on the mound and bring the, adrenaline back to your side. That's exactly what he did. And a huge hit by the Schwarber.
The Schwarber game big play tonight. We like that. the 11th home run by this team, but just the third you heard Tommy say it, multi-run run.
This game's probably not over yet, though.
You don't think so?
No, you got to. I will say this much: in Denver, you better fight till the last out.
All right, when that last out happens, and Tom and Ruben have called it, we're back with Phillies post-game live, guys. We'll see you then.
All right, Michael, thank you. We appreciate that. Sir Anthony Dominguez will
So we got Sir Anthony Dominguez now coming in to pitch for the Phillies.
As we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, he'll take over for Kyle Gibson.
Hey, Gibson really battled. It was
good.
A great effort. I thought he was going to be out of that game after that one longer inning, but Joe Girardi had a lot of confidence in him. He came back and threw real well.
Yo, what's up, Hayden?
Dominguez, who has pitched
I mean, that pitch misses inside for ball 1.
in a short period
What's
of
good?
time
What's good?
this
What's
year.
good?
He'll face Iglesias in the top of the order.
9-1-2
1 ball, no strikes.
for the Colorado Rockies to start the bottom of the 7th.
Phillies bullpen, a
So
ERA
it's-
of 4.57, 14th in the National League.
Oh, it just misses. But the fact that we have our bullpen is in the top 20?
That was as close to Iglesias as he made it seem.
That's, for me, I feel that's more like it started to become an improvement. Because if, like, the last couple of years, we've been like in the high 6s and the 7s, all that stuff, and the 8s. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you saying,
I've seen him do it before.
man. Iglesias took a healthy hack at that.
It looked like he was taken all the way in the first 2 pitches.
And just corkscrewed him to the ground.
Pitch by Dominguez, keeping it down.
0-2.
And that is in there for a called strike
7-mile-an-hour heater.
at 97. And I'll be real, I think it's good to see Sir Anthony Dominguez back. Hey, you too, man. Good night to you as well. Oh, wow, come on, Blue. That's a strike all day. But then again, that has been.
Reaction.
So that's missed outside, just been outside for ball 3. Now 3 balls and 2 strikes to Sir Anthony Dominguez.
3-2.
And the 3-2 pitch. And that's a chopper to Camargo. That's an easy throw for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 7th.
The pitch earlier. And one out here in the 7th, and it brings Connor Joe up.
Got a chance to watch Camargo play quite a bit. Scouted him when he was playing third base in that one year in 2018, and watched his confidence build as the season went on. And was really impressed by his hands and his arm strength and his just overall confidence defensively.
And that's in there for a called strike. An 89-mile-an-hour slider. Jeez, I cannot pronounce a lot of words. And that misses downstairs for ball 1.
There's no question about his arm strength. He's up to 98 with that fastball
So
now,
good.
and it's so nice to see. Coupling that with an excellent slider he's been breaking off. Much this
And
year.
the 1-1 pitch. Misses inside for ball 2.
It's kind of what we were talking about yesterday that Joe mentioned with power pitchers. It just sometimes it takes time to get the power.
And
And the 2-1 pitch. That is in there for a called strike.
really, it's all about those reps, and those guys get enough reps and enough times to really build up their arm strength. And I think you're going to see that happen with guys like Wheeler in particular. And even Knebel, I think he's still got some more in the tank.
And misses down to the dirt for ball 3. So 3-2. With Charlie Blackmon waiting on deck. And the 3-2 pitch.
Swing and a miss.
And swings it, strikes out.
90-mile-an-hour fastball.
Out number 2 here in the bottom of the 7th. Now we got Charlie Blackmon coming up.
Really had some life. Now he threw this one down and in. It just ran just underneath Connor Joe's barrel. But wow, that's an excellent fastball. A couple of deep counts. I don't like to see him get that deep in those counts, but made his pitch when he needed to.
So now with 2 outs, here's Charlie Blackmon.
And the first pitch is in there for a called strike at 98 at the knees. Blackmon is also 1 for 2 with a single and a sac bunt. And the pitch. That is in there for a called strike 2.
There are times when Sir Anthony has some cut on that fastball, and the left-handers sometimes give up on that pitch in the outer part and just cut back over the plate.
And fouls it back to stay alive with the count still no balls and 2 strikes.
Records a pitch of 95 miles an hour or more. Comcast will make a contribution to Phillies charities. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi only from Xfinity.
And the 0-2 pitch.
Up and in.
Okay, misses upstairs for ball 1.
The other one was caught a little bit too much plate for my liking.
So now the count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Charlie Blackmon. And the 1-2 pitch misses way outside for ball 2.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a backup slider. Didn't quite get the grip on it.
So Dominguez gets set and kicks and deals a 2-2 pitch. And oh, come on, dude. That is a strike.
That was the pitch I was talking about earlier where it just kind of comes back over the plate.
So now it's now another 3-2 count, which should have been strike 3 called on the corner, but apparently that has not been the case.
Strikes to Blackmon.
And the 3-2 pitch
And outside.
and walks him.
So he loses them after working ahead. It's a 2-out.
Yeah, it looks like the strike zones get a little bit tighter as the game goes on. That's all I got to say.
The Cardinals sin that 2-out walk, and I know he wanted to be a little bit careful with Blackmon, but still when he got ahead of him, he should have put it away.
And the first pitch. That is in there, misses inside for ball 1. Like, literally, can you not call the inside part of the plate a fucking strike? Like, let's go, Blue.
Paul Emmel's just not giving him the pitch.
Yeah, JT just said something to Paul Emmel. You can see
I know, why would he?
down,
I would fucking say something. I call that shit. And that is a chopper foul.
And it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Phillies have Jerry's Familia throwing in the bullpen, and they got double barrel working over there with the Rockies.
So they got Familia now working in the bullpen
And Alex Colomay are heating up.
for Philadelphia. Huge shout out to the 7 viewers watching the stream. Greatly appreciated. And Brian chops it foul for strike 2.
Yeah, they're bearing down on Chris Bryant.
Really like not just the velocity, the life he's got on that fastball on the arm side when it runs in on the right-hander.
Appreciate the 7 people coming into the chat. Greatly appreciate that. Make sure you leave a like or you cover from Facebook or YouTube. And the pitch. That misses just a bit downstairs for ball 2 to Chris Bryant.
Now it moves to 2-2.
And
Yeah, a lot of deep
been a good game so far.
Doesn't have quite the command that we would like to see. I mean, ball's coming out of his hand well. He's just not putting it where he wants to every time.
And that sounded like a broken bat.
I think he knows it too. You can see the way he's gripping the bat.
Hey, huge shout out to the 7 people still coming into watching the stream.
Had a little late run. That was the only reason.
And the pitch. And
Over to third. Tough play. Bohm has it. No play at all.
that's a smart play for Bohm just to hold it.
And now 2 on, 2 outs.
Because like the last time when he did that, he overthrew the first baseman. So that's a smart play just to hold it.
Right decision by Alec Bohm. There's no way he's going to get Brian.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna think. That sounded like a broken bat. And that's what I said. That's a broken bat because it got jammed on the handle.
Wisely holds on to this ball. No reason to make that throw.
So that's it for Sorrente Dominguez.
Okay, so Dominguez his night is done. Well, not too bad though. Coming out of the bullpen so far. So we got a pitching change, and that means more commercial break. But yeah, that did sound like a broken bat though. Really appreciate the 7 people. 5 from YouTube. Greatly appreciate that. Really greatly appreciate that, everybody. I mean, so far right now, I think Dominguez look good. Just a tough play for Bone to make, obviously on that chopper from Chris Bryant. Now we got Familiar now coming in. I thought, a lot of people would have, second thoughts about him, like he might be like erratic, all this stuff like that from what Mets fans have been saying. But it doesn't seem to be the case. But yeah. Well, I appreciate everybody who was interacting in the chat, though. Greatly appreciate that. Really? Yeah. Which is funny. Like the Rockies mascot, I don't know. Like the dinosaur doesn't really seem what I would see with the Rockies, though. But hey, look. Oh, Jesus.
Drives it out of the ballpark, flicks it out there, and that's your turning point.
Hang on a second. Goddamn YouTube settings, motherfucker.
T-Mac.
Yeah, one of the young ladies there. A lot of family that are out here.
Yeah.
So now we got Jerry's Familiar not coming up.
Take their lead.
Onto the mound with CJ Crone coming up.
Outfielders are deep, so base hit could tie the game. CJ Crone, the batter, swinging a miss.
And the first pitch swings and misses for strike 1.
A sacrifice fly. Look at Familia's numbers.
So
5 strikeouts so far in 2 2/3.
Yeah, I'm always curious to why though. That's my thing. Dinger the dinosaur. I mean, I do like that name sounds. It sounds good off the tongue though, but a dinosaur, like I don't know.
His stuff was really good the other day in Miami.
I don't know. That's just a weird one to me. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it, but it's just like a dinosaur to represent the Rockies. I mean,
Mixing in a little bit of split from time to time.
So we got to count. It's now 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. And chops a foul for strike 2.
It starts off as a strike and then it just
disappears.
It absolutely disappears. When he's going good, that's exactly what he can do. And he's got a couple of different ways he can go here. You can try to get him out with a slider, try to make him fish on one. Out of the zone, down and away.
I'm thinking like maybe like a beer can or something. like a Coors beer or something. Just a pitch missed down below the zone for ball 2.
Kind of overdue that one a little bit. Wanted to get a little more action on it.
I don't know. Yep. We got 2 balls and 2 strikes here in the bottom of the 7th. And the 2-2 pitch from Familia. And Crone chops a foul.
I mean, he was an elite closer with the Mets, and he's throwing that same pitch only with another 2 miles an hour. And it was, as you said, it was disappearing.
Hey, huge shout out to everybody that's tuning into the stream, though. Greatly appreciate that.
Right now he's gone to that sinker well a few times.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
And the 2-2 pitch. And that is gone.
Take the lead. A 3-run home run by C.J. Crone.
Are you fucking kidding me?
6th of the year. He has 4 RBIs tonight.
Damn, what the fuck, man?
The Rockies are on top 6-4.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What a shame.
Yeah, that's a disheartening blow. And he tried to throw I do believe it's a slider he tried to throw. Just backed up, didn't do a thing. Stayed in the middle, right in the middle of the plate. See it just spinning up there, and C.J. Crone took advantage of it, smokes it to left.
Unfucking-believable.
It was a slider, and it was hanging there.
And the first pitch to McMahon misses down. Got away from JT for ball 1.
Seranthony Dominguez got the first 2 outs in this inning. And he looked like he had Blackman.
Yeah, they had him struck out as well.
Not gonna lie, the umpire needs to start fixing his fucking strike zone. I can say that for certain.
Walks with 2 outs.
And they got one ball, no strikes on McMahon. And the pitch. Ah, God damn, my neck itches. I appreciate new people coming in. Greatly appreciate that. And the count's now 1. Other than Steve. Ralphie the Buffalo. Hey, I love that name for our mascot. I do like that name for our mascot, Ralphie the Buffalo. That's interesting. You know what? That just makes sense. Okay, it makes sense. And swings and misses, strike 2. And strike 3 called, and that will do it for that inning. So, unfortunately, the damage has been done. To the top of the 8th we go. And my neck would stop itching would be nice. Well, I appreciate new people coming in, though. I do greatly appreciate it. If you're coming from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, wherever you guys may be coming from, I greatly appreciate you guys stopping by. Oh, really? That's crazy. Okay. We'll see.
Valley Honda dealers. Or to your local Del Val Honda dealer, or visit DelValHondaDealer.com. Well, the Phillies are down 2 as we go to the top of the 8th inning. Colorado leads at 6-4. It's a good look they got going there. Old school. So here on the big video board, the video board here is beautiful.
They got Alex Colomé now coming to pitch for the Rockies.
They just had a trivia question. Is Alex Colomé is on to?
Or did it? Oh, I do apologize if I butchered his last name, but
So they had a participant, a fan from here in Denver, and a in-game MC asked him a question, and the question was, "What is the nickname for the city of Philadelphia?" Right. And there were several opportunities, there were several options, A, B, and C. One of them was the, city of brotherly love. Correct. The other one was the city of liberty. Right. And I can't remember what the third one. Oh, the third one was the fountain city. City of fountains. What did the contestants say?
yeah, which is shocking because it's like usually I know your guys' bullpen was actually a little bit inconsistent last couple of years. Last time I remember.
The top of the 8th inning, Castellanos will lead it off. It'll be Castellanos, Real Muto, and Schwarber. Phillies down 2.
And we got Nick Castellanos now leading off here in the top of the 8th.
Saving last night's ball game for the Rockies. He's the setup man usually.
And the first pitch to Castellanos misses for ball 1.
1 ball and no strikes. Castellanos 0 for 3.
0 for 3 for Castellanos. Now we're sorry.
Got a lot of experience in the back end. Does Colomé and filled in admirably for
And the 1-0 pitch.
Get the save.
Out towards center. Grichuk.
And Grichuk makes the catch for out number 1. Fuck! Damn it. Not gonna lie, I don't think Grichuk's that great of an outfielder. I don't think Grichuk's really that great, but he's okay. Maybe he's probably a decent, serviceable outfielder, but just he's not the greatest outfielder by any stretch of the imagination.
His four-seamer, that four-seam fastball, he just doesn't really have a whole lot of command of it. So he's going to
Now we got JT now coming up.
92.
Opposite way for JT. Blackman got a good read on it. Reaches out. He can't get it.
And
It's a one-hop off the wall. JT's to second. He'll hold up there.
that's crazy.
It's a one-out double, and the tying run is coming to the plate for the Phillies.
So now we got Kyle Schwarber now coming up for Philly.
I thought JT had a chance to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, I guess if there was a one-run game, then perhaps he would have given it a shot. I guess he smartly with the 2-run game that didn't want to get thrown out on the base pass. Well, a pretty good decision.
Yeah, and the other part, too, is that I thought Blackman, after he misplayed it initially, recovered and made a strong throw to the cutoff man.
There's that cutter, and JT stayed right on it, drove it out to right. A few years back, Blackman probably makes that play, but he's not moving quite as well as he has in the past.
Kyle Schwarber homered his last time up to give the Phillies the lead.
Apparently not. That's been not been called a strike all night, but apparently you call that a strike now.
There's no rule against 2 home runs in a game, is it?
No.
Okay. Just check.
Listen, hey, get the streak going.
Yeah, definitely. Now here comes the 0-1 pitch.
Ground ball right side.
Hey, that's going to find a hole. And JT comes around to score. So now it's a
6-5 game. Third RBI of the night for Schwarber.
So Schwarber's got 5 RBI, or 3 RBIs. So it's just like, Jesus Christ, I can't count. Woo, boy.
That's a good sign for him, but really it tested fortitude to the Phillies. It's very disheartening to have gone down with that 3-run home run by Crone, and they come right back.
Yeah, just don't do too much, though. That's the thing. But yeah, huge shout out to the 5 people coming from YouTube, coming Actually 6 years overall. Greatly appreciate that. I'm watching on my phone for as the live broadcast, so I'm calling it from there. Now we got Alec Boehm up with a runner on first with one man gone here in the top of the eighth.
He's going to see. I think this is perfect for his approach, driving the ball the other way.
And first pitch misses for ball one to Alec Boehm.
I like this matchup here.
Yeah, and there's a lot of room out in right center field if he can somehow get it to that area. There's a ton of room between Blackman and Grichuk.
And here comes the 1-0 pitch. And that's in there for a cold strike.
I think that's probably all he's going to see in this at bat. He may show him that fastball maybe once out of the zone, but he's going to come back with a steady diet of that cutter.
Ground ball out towards short. That could be two. There's one. It was a slow flip.
And that is a fucking double play here. Fuck!
6-4-3 double play.
God damn it. Fucking hell, man. But I'll still, man, we'll take it. We'll take the one run, but fuck.
On the RBI single by Schwarber. We move to the bottom of the eighth. It's a 6-5 Rockies.
Nobody cares. Stupid fucking commercial breaks. Yeah, definitely. Hey, here's out of the 6 people still sticking with me. Greatly appreciate it. Make sure you smash that like button and hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. And definitely share this out. Greatly appreciate that.
Telecast is presented by the
Alrighty.
It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Phillies.
Enjoy a sweet view for your next Phillies game at Citizens Bank Park. Single game party suites and club deck packages provide the ultimate game experience for your friends and family. Go to Phillies.com to learn more and book your event today. So we're not necessarily on the suite level, but you get the idea. The suite level is actually one level up here at, of course, there you go. That's their suite level. Looks like there's some opportunities here, too. Seventh inning, this pitch. Oh, man, it looks even better now.
Should have been out of the inning.
That's 3D. Yeah, that's a strike.
That's a strike.
It was called a ball, and then eventually it led to this. I know you still have to execute even when the umpire misses a pitch. But that was a backbreaker because Blackman should have been out.
Oh, yeah, Andrew Bellotti now coming on to pitch for Philadelphia.
Sometimes do make a difference in the game. But he was 0-2 on him, and he should have put him away. Well, that's part of the game. You just have to make adjustments. Joe was talking about it today. You got to shake it off and then come back and make your pitch.
All right, so Andrew Bellotti is on. Bellotti will face Brendan Rodgers here at the bottom of the 8th inning, trying to keep this at a one-run game.
And the first pitch is in there for a called strike.
And it's 0-1. Not a bad slider from Bellotti.
And that misses downstairs for ball one. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
Another pretty good slider, just below the zone.
And the 1-1 pitch. That is in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Looks like he's going to live and die by that slider as well.
Throwing at all different quadrants of the plate.
Yep.
Daniel Bard loosening in the pen. Brad Hands, 152 warms up. The other one has to get up too. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Rodgers. And the pitch. Ground ball.
And Rodgers chops it foul. On the count, still 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Brendan Rodgers. And the pitch. Misses way upstairs for ball 2.
Sure will.
Receiver 93 up here. Looking up. You might freeze him if you throw him a slider here.
Yeah, he's got away from him a little bit. Obviously, no intent this situation. Just got away from him.
Andrew Bellotti was out of baseball for a good part of the last couple of years. He was selling suits at a department store.
Sure.
And the 2-2 pitch.
2-2.
And swing and a miss, strike 3 from Andrew Bellotti.
And one out here in the 8th inning.
Good slider. He came back with a nice slider to punch out Rodgers there. It's amazing how many pitchers I see in the league feel more comfortable, especially guys who are coming out of the bullpen, feel more comfortable with the command of their breaking pitches than they do their fastballs.
It's true.
So now I got Randall Grichuk now coming up.
Because everyone is being forced to be able to spin the ball properly.
And the pitch. Misses just a bit up for ball 1.
With that fastball to Grichuk. Grichuk's 1 for 3. Grounded up to third. He tapped one back to Gibson. In the 6th inning, he single home run. One ball, no strikes.
And the 1-0 pitch.
Center field.
That's an easy fly ball for center field. That's out number 2 here at the bottom of the 8th.
And here is Diaz.
We got Diaz now coming up.
Elias Diaz had a big RBI single back in the 4th inning. That was a 3-run inning for the Rockies. They had taken a lead. And then the Phillies retook the lead on the home run by Schwarber.
Yeah, that was the inning that it just seemed like Kyle Gibson got out of sync. He just wasn't able to command his stuff the way he was in the first 3 innings. And Rockies took advantage of it with a couple of good at-bats and a few base hits.
And the pitch. That is in there for a called strike to Diaz. And just misses upstairs for ball 1.
ball and 1 strike. Pilotti's ready to go.
And the 1-1 pitch. And that chops it foul.
Pilotti actually played independent ball with for Pete Cavilia's team.
Yeah.
In Sugarland.
Sugarland Skeeters.
He had 2 different stints with them, sandwiched around an opportunity with the Yankees. He said that he still keeps in contact with Pete. Said he was really good for him.
Yankee loves being part of that organization. Now, is he the owner, or is he GM, or is he the manager?
He's the manager. He may have other responsibilities, because sometimes you do.
Yes, you do.
Hey, huge shout out to the 10 viewers coming in. Greatly appreciate that.
Low 2-2. That's in the Atlantic League, which is it's a good.
I think none of us had no expectations for this team. I'll be totally real with you. It is what it is, man. Unless Joe Girardi gets fired some way, this team's going to struggle under him. Plain and simple. And the count's now 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Diaz. I don't know why I said Baez, because the way that look it's spelled.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And the 2-2 pitch.
Swing. No swing.
Umpire, no fucking swing. Okay.
To 3-2.
Now it's a 3-2 pick. Now a 3-2 count. See, you and I will always be friends. But just unless Joe Girardi the front office finds a way to for Joe Girardi at sometime soon. This team's, like I said, this team's going to struggle under Joe Girardi. Like, it's kind of get to the point where, like, it's time to start. It might start making time for a change. So 3 balls and 2 strikes.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And misses ball 4. God damn it. My nose itches. Fuck. But yeah, huge shout out to 10 viewers, though. Greatly appreciate it. 7 people from YouTube. Greatly appreciate it for those who are... Yeah, I remember that. I remember that clearly. Yeah, Jose, I remember that clearly. I thought that would just work for them. Now that I'm mistaken, too, they also had Miguel. I think Cabrera was still with that team, too. Like, I think with Josh Beckett and so many others. I remember that. And that's just crazy. But, I mean... And that is an easy play at second base to end. So that is the end of the bottom of the 8th. To the top of the 9th we go. But I do appreciate the 10 viewers, though. Greatly appreciate you guys joining me. Because let's be real, I've never had this much viewers on a baseball stream before. So just kind of setting some new milestones here on the channel as well. Greatly appreciate it, though. If they're coming from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, wherever you may be coming from. Definitely. Yeah, yeah. Smash that like, hit that subscribe button, guys. If you're new, definitely share this out. We're close to 4 likes away from 20. Unbelievable. First time hitting 20 likes on a baseball stream. Jeez. Jiminy Christmas, everybody. Greatly appreciate it, though. The first. We'll be back. Okay. Let me check. I might do that game if I'm not either working or in school that day. So I might do that game for you guys. All right.
Ball is brought to you by the Toyota Camry, now with available all-wheel drive. Visit your local tri-state Toyota.
He shot is still holding that 10 total viewers. Greatly appreciate it.
By Citizens, official bank of the Phillies.
Appreciate it. To meet a lot of new people. Other than finally meeting another Rockies fan, other than Steve, which is, let's be real, I think Steve's the
Yonatan Daza is the new center.
because Steve G's always been is one of my goats coming through on the chat.
Is Randall Grichuk. The new pitcher is right-hander Daniel Bard. Bard in his 6th game, he has 4 saves and 5 opportunities. Jordan Romano of the Blue Jays leads Major League Baseball with 6 already. And Taylor Rogers, a good pickup by the Padres. He has 5.
Yeah, Daniel Bard, quite a story. Was a comeback player of the year a couple years back. In 2020, he was basically out of baseball.
Yeah, I remember that story, Daniel Bard's story. So now we got Camargo now leading off for Philadelphia.
And he found his velocity was back, right?
Well, he found his velocity and found his confidence. And that was he had a little bit of the yips. And
yeah, having the yips is not fun. I can speak that from experience. Sophomore year of high school, and the first pitch is in there for a called strike.
Bryson Stott is out of the on-deck circle to pinch hit for the Phils.
So now it's no balls or 1 strike to Johan Camargo.
Bud Black. We go to Bard here to try to close the door. Phils need 1 to tie it.
And the 0-1 pitch. Misses way inside. Almost hit him for ball 1.
He's always had a great arm. He burst onto the scene with the Boston Red Sox, had a couple of very, very good years, and then
just the yip.
He just kind of lost it.
Yeah. He was basically out of baseball from the end of 2013. Out of the major league.
That's crazy. For a goddamn someone like Bard who's been. I'm gonna have to look at the numbers though. Let me check right now. Give you an idea. So all I know is the one guy we need to ship his ass off. That's Noah, because Noah has been just bad. Wheeler's still trying to find himself after dealing with some shoulder fatigue. Obviously with the short spring training, which kind of sucks. And that's just McMahon makes the catch out of the air. So that's 1 away here in the top of the 9th.
No justice in the game, Tom.
No.
None.
Ball was hit right on the nose by Camargo.
Yeah, I do believe this is a slider, and Camargo does a nice job. Stays right on it, punches it to left, and give Ryman massive credit. Pretty athletic play.
Well, Bryson Stott now get a chance. Talk to Bryson.
So we got Bryson Stott now coming up.
He hit yesterday.
Yeah, right on the screws.
Yeah. Said it was nice to make jokey when it was up. Nice to make contact.
And that pitch misses upstairs for ball 1.
Stott is 0 for his last 17.
I think it might be. Let me check. So the last time I checked, he had like a little bit over a 3 ERA. Because Nola just doesn't have it. I've been very critical of him. Like I said, obviously without that, if the players would have got this deal done, like obviously, the lockout's been said and done with. But if we got it done a lot sooner than expected, we could have had played the season right on time. We could have had the regular length of spring training. So basically, Nola or Wheeler can get his shoulder healthy. So he still is done with shoulder fatigue, and that is on the outside corner for strike 2. And that is in there for a strike, too.
I'll tell you what, that hasn't been a strike all night long, and it probably was just outside that zone. A good pitcher's pitch, but it probably was a ball. Doesn't make life any easier for Bryson Stott.
Two balls, two strikes.
And the 2-2 pitch. And swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's 2 away here in the top of the 9th.
So 2 outs, and here is Gene Segura.
Okay.
You know, the little nasty backdoor slider, and it put it right on the corner. That one was a strike, and Bryson Stott swings over it for out number 2.
And that'll bring Gene Segura up. Segura is 0 for 3, walked his last time. It was erased on a double play. The Rockies have turned 4 double plays tonight. They have 3 in a row, 3 innings in a row that ended with a double play.
We got Gene Segura up now with 2 away here in the top.
The first pitch to Segura. Inside.
And inside, way inside for ball 1. Right, huge shout out to the 11 people coming in. Greatly appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. And that is in there for a cold strike.
Ball 7 of 9.
Yeah, I think it might be Gibson. And that is it. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, wrong section. Unfucking believable. Honestly, look, not gonna lie, it was a good game though, by both teams. But just the fact that Girardi's ineptitude, I feel, kind of costed this game a little bit. For me, it's just, I don't know. Like, this team always has a tendency to fucking disappoint me. And not just me, as many Philly fans that I know or who lives near the Philadelphia area. It's getting to the point where it's just like, it's getting to, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Hey, look, I can't look. I know I had some of my anger moments a little bit. I have raged in some earlier ones. And get out of here. But I'll say this too, kind of, since we're still a little bit on the air for the last couple of minutes now. I'll just say this. Look, I think the Rockies have potential. I think some of them have some good arms. The way how Girardi managed his team is, he just doesn't, like, this team doesn't seem to really get the idea of someone like Girardi, because, like, and if you think about this too, going back to, like, after we, fired Gabe Kapler. Hey, look, it was a good game though. I can't be mad at that. But what I do be mad at is Girardi's ineptitude of not, just not making the right moves. And the fact that he's not letting Bryson Stott play is another issue that I feel like I feel like that should at least cost him, at least be one of the things that puts him on the hot seat. But as the scoreboard says, Sixers or the Phillies. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. That Sixers and Raptors game before this game was still kind of on my mind, so I do apologize for that. Phillies do drop the first 2 games against the Rockies. It's getting to the point where if I'm Don Browsey, I might start considering looking for another manager, because And I think what Kevin Long's doing, I think I kind of like what he, and look, and I said this too, I don't like how a lot of these hitters are not taking the first pitches. If I'm Kevin Long, I will be getting in their faces. Like, it's not, and just tell them, if it's their swing, and it's not that hard. But with Girardi, on the other hand, who's shown time and time again with this ineptitude and mismanagement, especially having like someone Bryson Stott up, has not been really been fair to him. And it gets to the point where it's just like, if I'm Don Browsey, start looking for a manager change, because I don't think Girardi is going to last much longer in the city of Philadelphia. I'm sorry, and I know, and I can see why Yankees fans and the Yankees got rid of him. But then again, I think they also and the fact that they're still sticking with Aaron Boone is even worse. But that's here nor there. But I do appreciate everybody who was tuning. The score was 5. So Miguel, this was the final score. 6-5. Rockies pulled out the win. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I had Chinese food earlier. I do apologize for that. I don't even know what I was going to say now, but so kind of finish it off. I do appreciate everybody that was there. Hey, not a problem. But for those who are watching on Facebook, I did leave my YouTube channel link in the chat. But yeah, do appreciate everybody was tuning in. I'll be real. This is probably one of my bigger Phillies streams that I've done. Especially doing obviously during the lockout, did the college baseball thing. Started doing some Sixers games as well. But I do appreciate those who kind of stuck around and supported the my second Phillies live play-by-play. I'm just really hoping Girardi needs to go back to being an analyst, because I think that's where he just should have stayed. Hey, not a problem, Steve. Hey, look, GG's to that. I'll drink. Well, I'll probably be drinking anyway, so because Girardi just knows how to piss everybody off. That's just how it is, though. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you guys are new to the channel, smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. If you're coming watching from Facebook, I did leave my channel link in the chat, so you guys can go check those out and hit that red subscribe button from over there. But obviously, the Phillies dropped Game 2 of this series. It's very disappointing. But with that being said, appreciate it for those who stuck around. Really help support this stream. Greatly appreciate it. With that being said, I got really nothing else to add other than fire Girardi. But that's pretty much about it. I'll see you guys in the next one.